So I was thinking, if we put an end to the war before next winter rolls around, maybe we could all go back north and...
You want to deal with Shreng?
And? Speak plainly.
I want to have a snowball fight.
Me. Oh, she wants to take care of Shreng once and for all. Ayla, I want to have a snowball fight. 3, 2. I can now hear everything. This is the first time I've put on this headset, which means it is the first time that I've heard anything out of this headset or turned, or I guess been on my computer for real in 4 days, I guess? 4 full days? 4 full days, correct. Man, let me tell you, I have a lot of stuff to just chat about. I don't even have your comments up. Welcome back to me. It's been a normal week for you because I got ahead. And I think I'm gonna kind of keep a similar schedule of recordings that I did this past week. Because I had 4 days of just nothing. Well, one of them would be like a stream day. If I can like do what I did last week, which wasn't like super duper stressful, then I kind of have like 2 extra days to record. It definitely won't be always like that. It'll be a touch and go situation. Which means no difference for you. Good day, good people. I'm the United States Savior. Welcome back in this year of the paradigm to more Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. But I think it'll just work better in general for me to have a little bit more time to devote to other things that I want to do on the channel and beyond. That being said, let's get into your comments because is it St. Patrick's Day for you guys? Oh, it is. Hold on. Maybe I should put on something green. I don't want to get pinched through the camera or something. Well, maybe we do a couple green things. Hold on a minute. First, put up the green noodle, the green good noodle board. That's a green thing that I can do real quick. Put that thing up. Put that thing up. Last episode. Oh, the green goggles are all the way over there. Do I have anything that's green here immediately that I can just toss on? Here's a cabbage. Wish I had like a pin to like pin it to my chest. That'd be kind of neat. But maybe not dilly and dally. This is just I realized it as I guess I could do like this. Kind of looks like a little flower that you keep on. It almost looks like a 4-leaf clover. It's almost on brand for today. I digress. Pop me in, focus in. Last episode, there were so many stars earned. I think the person who had the biggest percentage, not percentage growth, because I think like Annette technically had the biggest percentage growth. Felix doubled his stars, which is crazy. And I think he's tied for the lead. It was a good episode for Felix. I think we have 1 Felix team. We do have more supports than I thought we were going to have today. Not as many as last time, but we still got a good chunk. And honestly, we can keep this on the screen as I go through your comments because some of them relate to our stars. So let's do it. Here we go. So many stars with Felix blushing on the cover. Man, what an episode we had. Let's start with Reverse Queen, who says, nothing like the onpouring of good noodle stars and lock supports. Personally, I love all of Yuri's supports with the Lions. He fits right in. Too bad it came at the cost of Happy, but oh well. At least Happy has supports with the Eagles and the Deer. It's not going to be great for her stars. But Yuri's on the board. Oh yeah, 2 other people are on the board now. Yuri and Catherine, who both earned stars last episode. Jessica, who says the very apt BL stands for Blue Lions and Boy Love. Just saying. It's true. we got there's a lot of yaoi in here. A little yaoi wowie, yes. That is all we get about Ferdy Bird's fate. Hate it. Do you mean partner in life or partner in battle? Catherine, Shamir says yes. Something wrong, partner? I love them so much. Me too. Not for nothing. I'm gonna give Felix a point for being a meat buddy. Yeah, 100% I'm gonna do that. Boy love! BL, you get a good noodle star. You get a good noodle star. Did everyone get one? No. Did all of the actual lions get one? Yes. Yes. Did Mercy get one? I don't know if I put one on Mercy. I must have. Certainly. Oh yeah, Mercy earned several. I'm tripping. Ingrid did it and Annette did, so I think all of the actual lions did earn stars. So yeah, all of them did. Everybody gets a star. At least one. We knew about Yuri's cat allergy in 3 houses, and the game lets us know that his cat, he's also allergic to horses. The poor boy is suffering. Yuri's dreams ate everyone suffering in poverty and pet all the kitties and ride all the horses. Anyone who can make a flower crown with enough practice thinks about Dimitri. Almost anyone. He's a brute. AV, Flame is the big sis. I guess you're technically right. But she's shorter, so you know. Balthus sees Yuri. Balthus... Yuri, boy, am I glad to see you. You're gonna help me, right? Yuri, you're unbelievable. Fine, but you owe me this. Owe me for this, rather. Balthus sees Happy. Happy, fancy meeting you here. Hey, now don't you go letting out a sigh, and Happy says, what are you doing fighting out here all by yourself? You really are a weird one. I was wondering if you remember Shadow Slide. I remembered, look, you guys. I remembered. Then I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I can slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. Unfortunately for Dimitri, there's no evidence that his stepmom was replaced by one of the twisted. Yikes. And next battle, bring the wolves. I'd imagine that Dorothea has dialogue against somebody. So wolves kind of day. It seems to be Constance kind of day. Reverse Queen says, before I forget, make sure you double save. Thank you. Before the battle split map. Is it next one? Who knows? But I will be doing that regardless. One thing I really appreciate about this game is that Ingrid supports reference house Galatea's Pegasus breeding a lot. It happens a lot, even down to the book listing territories. But as a world building fanatic, I love getting details about what each territory does. As I said a few weeks ago, but that Sylvain A support and the Mercy B support proves it. The way the Lions win stars is by flirting, baby. The evidence is clear. Okay, but like there was so much like flirting going on this time. Let's be real. Guilty as charged. The chapter definitely has the best usage of Balthus in any of the routes. Yuri also got a good showing in the last chapter compared to being a mercenary. Oh yeah, 100%. Yuri especially, but Balthus too. Sonic also saying, you get a good noodle star, everyone gets a good noodle star, and Anthony Sub saying, I don't know why, but the beginning feels very out of character for Felix. Hey, you know, he's showing a little soft side. And I only know about the Marianne Pepperan thing because of you, Lamel. Look. Look, if you watch me, you'll unlock a 90s reference that a lot of people don't remember. That you now have in your back pocket, like, yeah, I actually do know that for some reason. That'll probably never come up again, but if it does, that's crazy. Or I just opened the door to nostalgia. Thank you, guys. Let's get into, the rest of our episode. Let me peek at our supports first and foremost. Let's talk about it. Or we won't talk about it. We'll just not do what it was supposed to do. Because I probably clicked B instead of A. So, I think we have a lot of people who have supports. But, like, a lot of these people only have one. Like Catherine, oh, I think I did get Catherine and Shamir. No, I think I have them at C, and their B is where they, oh no, their A is, yeah, no, we're waiting on them. Don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get our lesbian. So we had our, yeah, we gotta get our Yuri too. Like, Ignatz just has Annette. I think it's a big Annette day, actually. Lawrence probably has Annette too. Yeah. Rodrigue has us and Ingrid. Still waiting on Felix, right? Okay. Mercy does have Annette this time? Yes, also has Ingrid. We saw who you two have, but you actually have a bunch. Like, you have Mercy, Lawrence, Ignatz. It's just 4. Okay. Sylvain, I was focused on. Yeah, this trio, Sylvain, Dimitri, Dedu was what I started to focus on a little bit. Because I realized we didn't have Dedu, Dimitri done already. They had like this much of A left, and I was like, okay, let me just knock this out. Blasphemy not for me to have it. Realized that we didn't have Felix's B done either, so I was like, let's just finish Dimitri real quick. So that's like the next couple of episodes. You'll see a lot of Dimitri supports. Unfortunately, as things currently stand, unless somebody pops up who has a Dedu support, I believe we are done with Dedu until we unlock this Ingrid support. So we always got one in our back pocket, but still. Felix has a little way to go, but not too much. He just has Dimitri, Ingrid, and his meat buddy. I was working on meat buddy a little bit. I think that's one I'm gonna build outside of the training grounds until we're pretty much swept through. Mercy, I think, was pretty much done regardless anyway. You see where we are at this point. And Ayla just has 3. 3? Or is it 4? 3. Because I'm still working slowly towards you two. As I build up Sedith and Yuri, we'll get this one naturally. As we build up Catherine and Shamir, we'll get this one naturally. A, B, C, square, element OP, y'all know what it is. You played this game. We've done this for months. Ingrid, we're gonna start with you.
The story goes.
Alright. The situation being what it is, my father hasn't presented me with many options, marriage proposals lately. However, that also means that House Galatea's finances won't be improving anytime soon. I have no idea what I should do after the war is over. No, I can't think about that right now. I need to focus on the battle before us. Yeah, I think I want to start here for a second because as I was like going through and walking around, I don't know if I actually do like Ingrid's hair like this. I like the front. And I think I liked the back at first, but I think there's like an angle on the back that I don't really love. I think from the front it's good, but like the angle in the back is a little odd. It looked like she catch a draft in the back, you know? I don't want her to catch a cold, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know? Nah, I mean? We're going to start an attack. I heard we're going to start attacking an empire a whole bunch. Have you lost your minds? How can this be happening? I don't want to die. I'll appeal to her emotions. So what? You want to tell the kingdom people who've suffered just to pack it up and go home?
What?
Of course not, but maybe they could anyway. This belief that we'd have to fight violence with violence means I can't go and hide. Great, Bernie. Seth, how are you?
I wish to speak with you.
I received word the suspicious character named Myson was among those colluding with the Western Church. This person reportedly wields a power similar to your own. Do you have any idea who they are? I don't know who they are, where they're from, what they did, as long as he loves. I don't think Myson actually loves us, to be honest. He tried to murder us as well. I don't know. Not a clue, but I wouldn't remember even if there was some connection. My apologies. I did not intend to upset you. The Archbishop is concerned about this individual as well. Please understand that I was compelled to ask because of my position. However, I do trust you. Yeah, we'll see once we get our A support. Maybe then I'll believe that you trust me.
What do you want?
Oh, quit staring a hole through me, would ya? All I'm doing is delivering some packages for my lady. Most specifically, I serve Lady Hilda of House Gonriel. Yeah, Lady Hilda, yeah. This one's got tea leaves for Lord Lorenz, and this one's got sweets for Lady Marianne, and this one there is the dusty old book for Ignatz. Oh, and there's some meat for Sir Raphael. Go ahead and check him out if you don't believe me. I swear to the goddess, I ain't doing nothing shady. So, does this guy hang around here? If we don't decide to, like, put them in the front lines? Hey, what's up?
Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Well, actually, there's loads to report, just nothing inside the base. The Imperial territories are in complete chaos. My family lives in Inbar, and I'm just worried sick about them. Oh, poor boy. I'm gonna go make sure everything's okay, alright? Everything's gonna be alright. Ooh. Us mercenaries can't always choose who we fight. But if I have to kill someone, I'd rather they be bad guys like the Empire. How about you? I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'll take them over fighting the good guys any day, no question.
right.
Let's put as many of them in the ground as we can and restore peace to the world. I feel like she's said that before, and I said the exact same answer, and I feel like I meant to click the other one. Hey, the boys are hanging... Why did I walk down those stairs so slow? Alright. Boys!
Seriously?
So, Balthus, what were you doing cozying up to the Empire? Did they pay you that well?
Right.
Pretty much. Till a few months ago, I was practically living in the laps of luxury. You picked a bad time to defect then. I suppose you like taking orders from a sniveling lowlife.
No.
You're really gonna go there, huh? Though, I guess you know all about taking orders from lowlives. I heard you were fighting alongside those chumps from Count Row and Arianrod.
Damn.
As if I went back there by choice. A stables and manure pit would have been 1,000 times more preferable. You've still got a mouth on you for sure, but you know, it's oddly comforting. Right back at you. I'm relieved to see this. You're still the same old meathead. I do love them. They are the boys. I just like the wolves a lot. We love our wolves out here. Annette, how you feel? A little guilty?
The thing is...
Before we continue this, I do need to pick a different color pen. I'm trying to see if I can find the pink one. I guess I can just use black. I haven't used a regular black pen, actually, since the very start. So yeah, let me use the black one, and then we'll cycle back around to orange, because orange is the next one that doesn't have, like, a recent line on anybody. So, black pen, it's your world. Alright, back to it. I have no idea what she just said. 6 months ago, I wanted to protect everyone from the Imperial invasion, but now we're the ones invading. I can't help but feel guilty about it. I disagree.
Are you sure?
The Empire started this war in the first place. What's wrong with fighting back? I'm just not so sure the reasoning is convincing enough for me. Though, if we mess up here, the kingdom will just be right back in the same danger it was in before.
Let's give it our all.
I can't let every little thing get to me. I'm going to do my best to follow your example. I'm gonna become a mercenary. No, you're gonna become a dancer. Huh? That would be following in my footsteps. That's kind of my thing now. Oh man, there's Happy. Because she is happy, clap along if you feel like... ... You alright?
Hey,
You doing alright?
thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Just trying to hold back a sigh. Staying quiet is just less effort overall, unless you want to chat about something. Chatterbox. If that's the case, we can talk as long as you want. Maybe that'd be better, honestly. What I know she called us Chatterbox in, I guess no, not Star. Nightwing and Skylord almost went further to, Awakening there for a second. What does she call our character? The Chevs, the Aylas, and the Allans? I don't know if I remember or paid attention. I don't know what our nickname is. Anywho. My adoptive father sent a missive apprising me, rather. I can read, I promise. It's been a long weekend, you guys. Of the Alliance's progress. They have already crossed the Aramid River, and invaded the Empire territory. Though the Imperial Army has been slow to respond. Something's clearly amiss in their ranks. I'm concerned about Edelgard. You should be, because she had a bad time. How the turns have tabled. A whole bunch of people have been defecting from the Empire lately. I did the same. I worked for the Empire at the beginning of the war, betting that they would win.
that's all.
But now my money's on the kingdom. I'm riding this prize horse to victory. I guess I was gonna say, dang, no loyalty. Back in my day, loyalty was everything. But now, nothing. Things have really calmed down in the
Got a
kingdom.
spring in your step today.
Things have really calmed down in the kingdom. It's nice not having to look over our shoulders all the time. I'm relieved His Majesty was able to work things out and that the church is keeping order for now. I appreciate what they're doing, but have to admit it's kind of scary. What do you mean? Are you afraid of getting on their bad side? What? No, that's not it at all. All I'm saying is that we're trusting them with a lot. He's, you know, I like this Sylvain a lot. I enjoy this Sylvain a lot, because he's just like, yeah, we're trusting him with a whole lot of stuff. Dorothy, how you feeling? You feeling good, like a noodle? How did things get to such an awful position? Where in the world is 80? They say she's injured and the Duke Iger is leading the Empire in her stead, but what if 80 is already... No, I don't even want to think about it. Oh, man. Oh boy. Poor Dorothea. Yeah, hate to see it. You. Arval, what do you have to say for yourself? Huh? The Empire lies in shambles. We won't even be able to rest in a nearby town at this rate. It may not be readily apparent within our camp, but many of our people have lost their homes, and more continue to do so each day. And that's honestly just a good line for, like, especially someone like Arval to say, who's kind of just like on the sidelines, essentially, to just bring up. Because that's not something I'd like. It's something that I was like, yeah, places are getting destroyed, that kind of sucks. It's more apparent when you see like the twisted attack places and burned down villages, but like that's happened the entire course of the war. I can sympathize with the loneliness that comes from losing one's place in the world. Yeah? Yeah, Arval? What was your place in the world? Certainly you must know. Hello.
How can I help you?
It's so nice and quiet here, such a far cry from Ferdiad. It's the Guardian's moon, and yet there's not a speck of snow. No one will be freezing to death, will they? Yo, who is she, actually? Hello, Kingdom General. I'm going to behave, though. But, like, my tent is over there. You can see it from here. It's just a straight shot back there. If you wanna show up at some point later, you can just say hello. It's okay. See you around. See you around, Jill, Kingdom Knight. I'm sorry, Kingdom General. Kingdom General. Though sometimes it's still falling during the Great Tree Moon. They say the grass is always greener on the other side. We're not paid a visit, though it's possible I missed it. Seem different yet exactly the same. Yeah, 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 yeah. Till further notice, till further no. That's As Told by Ginger. As that was also peak 90s. I'm not sure if that was actually 90s. It might have been just early 2000s. I'd be gambling. I think I would gamble on early 2000s, not actually 90s show. As it turns out, I'm a little green with envy myself. Hey, you can be a little... I'm gonna stop. But, you know, someone once told me the grass was much greener on the other side, and on the other side of this grass is my tent. So, you know, if you want to be there, you can go. I'll see you around. Bye, Jill. We're not paid a visit, though it's possible I missed it. Seem different yet exactly the same. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hold on, is she dancing to it? Hold on, Mercy. I saw you hitting that. Go ahead, hold on. Let me stand back a little bit. You want to hit that again, Mercy? I saw you with it. Come on. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Till further notice. Yeah. Hey, you know her, when you're young, your whole stretching is just a dance. She was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, Mercy. You know what? You're going to get a good noodle star just for that. Where's she at? Yo, it's the little things. That helps bring joy to the camp.
Oh, that's right.
Do you know that there's a truly exquisite opera house in the imperial capital of Inbar? I went there with my mother and brother a long time ago. It was every part of it was beautiful, from the performers to the architecture of the building. I was completely lost myself in the opera. All the pain and sadness I felt just drifted away. I would love to go back into the opera again. Maybe I should talk to Dorothea about it. No, she'll probably cry. Don't worry about it. Do your dance though, because that was pretty dope. Yeah, 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 yeah. Till further notice. There she go. I see you, Mercy. Catch you out the side. Love him. Yo, Mercy might get the Merc whistle, and that's like a crazy shot. Yo, I want you to know, Mercy's high up on there. She, yeah. Hello, you two.
In fact,
you know, I used to think there was no reason for us to be at war. But after witnessing the devastation in the Empire, I realized that some things cannot be overlooked. You must save the people of this land, even if it means restoring to combat to do so. Resorting. I am certain everyone in the Kingdom Army is fighting with the same conviction. Maybe. But what about you? What do you have to feel about the coming battle? The coming battle will be decisive. We face the Lords defending the Empire's western front. Gertha, Ox, Gillinger, and then there's Heimer and Insar as well.
What do you think?
No doubt you have heard some of these houses before. Yep.
That reminds me.
I think we helped someone from House Ox a long time ago. Yes, that's right. You may also remember Professor Henneman, who taught in the classroom next to ours. He was from House Azure. We have no attachments to them. However, some may find it difficult rather to raise their swords against this particular opponent. Be mindful of such individuals. Ooh. Be mindful of such individuals. Yeah, we had I think you guys saw that I chose the free food one. That one's just kind of dope. Hello, Petra, how you feeling? I am not knowing what has become of them. I'm thinking Bridget will no longer have a relationship with the Empire in my lifetime. Ask about the Empire winning? Even if the Empire wins, yes. When they are burning their villages and hurting and stealing from their own people, they are not worthy of trusting. Ooh. I mean, that's true. That's true. I do like that that kind of painted like you should have, it's not just we should probably have, some sort of bond or trust with the larger area that could essentially thwomp us whenever they wanted to. But more so, it's I do believe in Edelgard, and I do believe in the Empire if it were run by her. And her seeing what they're doing to their own people, saying, no, thank you. Catherine.
Come to think of it.
The Kingdom and the Central Church are carrying out a joint inquiry into the Western Church. They're doing it that way because some suspicious people infiltrated the church itself. Lady Rhea will be overseeing the inquiry as well. Once the investigation is complete, a new bishop will be appointed and the West can begin working towards stability. Still, it makes you wonder how those mages managed to worm their way in to begin with. They've always been there. They've always been there. Dimmy! This is unfathomable. There's naught but cruelty and suffering at every turn, albeit to varying degrees. Villages burned to the ground, towns deserted, rampant poverty. I have to wonder what Edelgard thinks of all of this. I imagine she's frustrated.
Let's see.
My guess is she's frustrated because she can't really do anything about it. She is the Emperor. One could think she could at least stop her forces from pillaging. Though if she truly cannot, then our suspicions are all but confirmed. Regardless of her circumstances, but there is but one path before us. Take the Imperial capital and end the war. We need only to press onward to achieve that. So here's the thing, I feel like saving Edelgard from this menace will still, like, result in, yeah, but I still have my goals. War on. They all fall eventually.
Good day to you.
Long ago, part of this area belonged to House Nouvelle. Oh, there we go. They produced a number of distinguished mages and were favored by the Emperor. Word has it they were utterly obliterated in the wake of the Dagda and Bridget War. I suppose no matter how prosperous a house is, they will eventually fall to ruin. Fall and pray. Who else do we got? I guess we got a couple people. There's somebody in here. It's not you. It's you.
I was thinking.
Oh, Commander, before I forget, have you heard about the rumor about Gerald's mercenaries? Word is they're still with the Imperial Army under General Randolph's employ. Oh, that makes more sense. I wanted to make sure I could fight alongside you, but I got injured in the last battle. So I'll be sent to the rear for a while. Just be careful out there, okay? I think it is also kind of notable, or I guess kind of like it. Not notable, but neat that they point out like it. Hey, we have all these soldiers, they are getting injured, but like they're essentially put on light duty. If you can still fight, fight. You learn something new every day. New day? Alright, Raph. I waited until I thought my feet were gonna fall. I walked until I thought my feet were gonna fall off. I promise I can read you guys. But this land just stretches on forever. But get this, I heard that if you keep going a little further west, you'll see a gigantic ocean.
Amazing.
I thought the ocean was only to the north and south. You learn something new every day. Thank you, Raph. You know what? I'm gonna give Raphael. Is he on the board? No, but I feel like I should have given Raphael a point for also being a meat buddy to Felix, you know? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give Raph 2. Unless I'm like super tripping. No. Yeah, I'm gonna give Raph 2 points. 1 residual for also being a good a good meat buddy to Felix. And then 1 for teaching me something new. Or at least trying to share knowledge, because that's what it is, a class environment. Those kids.
The truth of it is,
How many years has it been since I lost my parents to the epidemic? My siblings and I had no place to call home, nor any food to eat after that. We were all wasting away. There was no one to turn to, and we barely had any money, so I did things I'm not proud of in order to survive. In that town we passed through a little bit ago, I saw so many kids in the same situation. It made me think about how we have to end this war as quickly as possible. Yep, that'll be one for Ash. Alright. Continue. No gifts for you, but we will go on up and around here to Imperial Soldier. Hello.
Hey!
Look, I don't mind fighting the Empire, but we have to let General Randolph live. I agree. He turned a blind eye when I escaped from the Imperial capital. No one wants to be a part of the raids that they're doing. Not even him. Please, you gotta believe me. I do wish, like, if you, like, talk to this one random guy, and this is maybe something I wish, and I think it would bring a little bit of spice to this game, just a little bit, or at least encourage you to talk to some other people. I wish that if you had done this, it would give you, like, a, I don't know, a save General Randolph, like, or don't kill General Randolph, like, thing that can use, I guess. What are they called? Battle tactic, whatever, whoever, whatever. That's just what I want. I feel like that would have been like a little easy bit of spice to code in. Perhaps I should not have shown.
In truth,
His Majesty's mother passed away shortly after he was born, which means he had to grow up without a mother's love. That is why he adored Lady Patricia as though she were his real mother. Perhaps I never should have showed him that letter. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about Dimitri, he's more mature than you think. Besides, the letter would have found its way to him eventually, even if you hadn't given it to him.
yes, I see.
A valid point. Perhaps you're right. I ask that you continue to support His Majesty as a trusted friend. Yeah, I will. I'm sorry, more?
That aside,
The time is ripe for us to seize the Empire's lands. The enemy will undoubtedly risk life and limb to resist, just as we did 6 months ago. You mustn't forget that we are the invaders this time, trampling through their others' lands. Anything else? Okay. And, you know, he was gone for 2 weeks, so, you know, 2 bits of dialogue.
That reminds me.
I'm actually a minor lord from House Gillinger, so I could be considered Imperial Nobility. Nobility. My uncle is the head of the family now. He's a man who lives and breathes violence. I got sick of his guff and took off. I don't even consider him family anymore. He's been kicking up a fuss in the West, but it's high time we put him in his place. The grave. Well, high time we put him in his place. 6 feet under. Lawrence, what's up? It appears that some generals in the Kingdom Army do not trust the Alliance. What about you? Do you have confidence in us as your allies in battle? Oh, that's the question.
Yeah, I don't
If you're talking
know.
about wholehearted trust, it's hard to say, given who your leader is. Not that I'm doubting Claude exactly, he's just a tough guy to get a read on. Ha! You are right to be wary of him. I cannot help but feel sorry for you despite being our ally. That being said, we have not received any duplicitous orders from our Blackguard leader. Of that I give you my word. Yeah, what if I don't believe you? What if your word means nothing to me? We have 2 people to talk to. Yeah, we haven't talked to Felix, and we haven't talked to Ignaz.
Yourself too hard. Greetings.
Shortly before the tragedy of Duskers shook the kingdom, another major battle took place in the western part of the Empire. The Imperial Army was on the side of one of the conflicts, of course. Can you guess who they were up against? I'll take a wild guess.
Let's see.
Judging from your tone, it has to be someone unexpected, like an enemy invasion from overseas.
Amazing.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Actually,
The allied forces of Dagda and Bridget invaded the southwest Foldland from across the sea. The Empire barely managed to repel them. Dagda was defeated, but Bridget fell under Imperial rule. We're headed to the exact location of that fierce battle. Oh. Interesting.
What could it be?
And Felix being here, I suppose, makes sense.
how are you?
Yeah? Okay. My father has finally returned. He may have relinquished his position as a duke, but he's still running himself ragged. Now that I have any room to talk, since I'm always fighting on the front lines, I really should go back home and see how my family is doing once in a while. I'm glad he shared, you know? There's 2 other, like, orange dots, and we've gotten all the other orange dots, so let's just, like, let's be thorough. This is our last route, so let's be a little bit more thorough.
Have you need of me?
Even now, there are still nobles within Adrestia who care for its welfare, such as Baron Ox and Duke Girth. And then, of course, there we have men like Count Burgleys and Count Hervring. I have no objection to fighting them, but I do feel some hesitation. If only there was a way we could get them to work together to defeat Duke Ayer's forces, but no, that's impossible. Oh, unless you've just teased how the rest of this game goes. Ba-doom, doom, doom, boom, 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 boom. Let's work together, boom, boom, boom. No, or not. Or not, actually. We'll see. I've changed my mind about them. Bandits attacked my caravan from not far from here. I was a sole survivor. I had no idea what to do or where to go, but the Knights of Saros came to my rescue. All this time I thought the Central Church was just a steaming pile of hot garbage, but I guess I was wildly mistaken. There you go. I'm going to buy a couple of things from you. Which one of these do I have like nothing of?
Got an
Yeah.
eye for quality, friend.
Thank
Hope to
you.
See you again soon.
And do you have fish too?
Welcome. Welcome.
I would guess no, but I mean, I'll check. No. Alright. Then I'm done here. Let's do... No, I was gonna say let's do the paralog. That's not true. I'm going to, I guess, maybe toss on my green goggles, and then we'll view our supports. Which, in my mind, I'm still thinking, man, we got so many supports to view, but we don't. We truly, sincerely don't. So I will be right back. Alrighty. Okay, so as you see, I'm now more green. I told you. I forgot I had this old Steve shirt that I got a couple years back for a bit, and now here I am. It's the greenest thing I got. All right, I might wear this to work. As like an over, I might do that. That might be neat. Anywho, we got supports. Let's start at the very bottom and let's work our way up. I think that might be the best way to go about this as I move this to in front of my face. Let's do it. Catherine, just has to do because we do not have Shamir yet. We probably won't have it next episode either. But maybe the episode after that, we should be able to work up that much.
Hey, Dedu, I've been thinking. Fargus has really changed lately.
How do you mean?
I don't know. That's just the feeling I get when I see what goes on in this town. Don't you agree?
We don't hear this song too often. I feel like. It's very hopeful.
It's like everyone here trusts you unconditionally, even though
You're
you
dang-
serve the king of Fargus, someone they should hate with all their hearts.
Well, I mean, hold on. Dimitri's been here so many times. They're like, oh yeah, that guy's good. He's invited to the
It
cookout.
must have taken a lot of hard work to rebuild that trust. I'm honestly impressed.
The achievement is not my own. His Majesty has been striving towards this for some time now.
Huh. When you put it that way, makes me think he must have been planning it all along. I mean, people used to say he wasn't right in the head when he first chose you as his retainer. But he clearly had reason for doing so.
Yes, I can still hear the echoes of their gossip in my ears. The castle was full of it. It led me to ask His Majesty why he saved my life. He replied that neither faith nor birth are of import when a person's life is in danger.
That's a great line.
Lady Rhea has told me the same thing. She saved me once a long time ago, just like Dimitri did for you. Twice, actually. Even though I don't have a religious bone in my body.
Wild.
It's gotta be in their blood to never abandon someone in need.
Perhaps His Majesty and the Archbishop aren't as dissimilar as I thought.
Nor are you and I.
True. Neither of them seem to let their lofty positions go to their head. They have that in common, too.
I'm not sure I follow.
Well, despite her role as Archbishop, it's not too uncommon to find Lady Rhea at an orphanage, playing with the children.
Oh.
And Dimitri's the same way, right? I heard he was off teaching some village kids how to fight just the other day.
That sounds like him, actually.
Yes, that is true. Though I prefer he spend his free time at rest instead.
Agreed.
Hey, helping people is calming in its own way, right?
Yeah, now when he's exerting energy to do
So
so.
if making sure he's well rested is part of your job, I say you let him do that however he sees fit.
You wouldn't understand, Catherine.
That's one way of viewing things. I'll think on it.
I suppose we probably understand each other better than most, serving such similar leaders.
You're suggesting that you and I have much in common as well.
I love to do.
Maybe. Either way, it's been a real joy talking to you.
No.
We've probably been through a lot of the same ups and downs in life, if I had to guess. In time, I bet we could even become friends. So long as our bosses stay in each other's good graces.
Right.
Agreed. Though, if they were to part ways.
I would kill you.
Whoa, no need to go there. I think we both know what would happen if they ever chose to cross swords.
I think you guys might have two different ideas in mind.
We'd kill each other without hesitation.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sure we have that in common, too.
I'm sorry, Catherine's kind of just, Look, I remember, like, I was on the Catherine boat for a long time, then I saw, like, her supports with I guess, it must have been Skylord, and then I was kind of off the boat, and then I hopped back on the boat, and now I'm back on the boat in Three Hopes. I guess we gotta see, really, the rest of our supports with Catherine. We only have 2, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Iggy baby. Iggy and Annette. I think we're just gonna completely climb up the ladder, and we'll see how it plays out.
Sorry about earlier, Ignatz. I wasn't much help at all.
No, it's fine. You actually did a lot. If anything, your stories of Gustav just helped to confirm what I was thinking.
I suck.
That you're not cut out to be a knight? Is that what you were going to say?
Exactly. You're pretty sharp, Annette.
Well, since I'm the one that brought on this misunderstanding, I'd better clear it up.
What misunderstanding?
Look, my father is clearly an incredible knight, and everyone knows it. But if everyone was a knight just like him, we'd still end up losing every war we fought. Don't let looks fool you. He's sloppy when it comes to taking care of himself. Also, he can be stubborn as a mule, and he's a complete worrywart to boot.
But he's maybe the best fighter in the land. And isn't that what a knight's job entails?
That's not the only thing.
Not necessarily. The thing is, there are all kinds of different people who report to my father. And most are excellent fighters, sure. But then there are others who can barely even ride a horse. Yet my father relies on them all the same.
But how can he rely on a knight who can't fight?
Because they have other skills. For example, a handful of his reports know absolutely everything about cooking and ingredients. Imagine they're under attack and rations are running low.
Right.
Those people tell the others what ingredients to gather and use them to make food, which allows everyone to fight another day.
Which is how they gain his trust.
Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and it's a commanding officer's job to know what those are and give orders accordingly.
She's teaching a class right now. She's teaching a
And
class.
sure, all of this comes secondhand from my father, but I also know it's true. So, I don't think there's any reason for you to be so pessimistic.
Yeah, you can be the art knight.
Charging directly into the gut of the enemy's main force isn't the only way for a knight to be useful.
So, you really think I'm still helping in some way?
Yeah, you can like paint maps or something, you know?
Absolutely. Maybe it's your skill in painting,
Right.
or your knowledge about works of art, or how carefully you always look at your surroundings.
The third one probably the most helpful, or the first if we're talking like, I don't know, like sketching maps and
You
whatnot
have a lot of strengths.
in unknown
It would
areas.
be a real pity to bury them all under an avalanche of, I'm not cut out for this kind of thing.
You know what? You're right. There are all kinds of different people in our army. And in that case, I think I'll keep trying to be a better knight.
I'm gonna give Annette a star for this. It just feels like the right thing to do.
I'm so glad to hear that. This was really weighing on me, so I couldn't just let it go.
Let it
And
go.
hey, you know how I always make a mess of things the second I lose my focus? Well, I used to get really worried about that for the same reason as you. I thought I was holding everyone back.
Really? But you help us all the time, Annette. I mean, if not for you cheering me up, I probably would have resigned from my knighthood.
Dang.
Oh, that makes me so happy, Ignatz. I'm really glad I could help. I know we both have our own sets of worries to deal with, but we'll just keep working hard together.
And I know I can work harder if I'm with you.
I'm sorry, with you? Hello. There's that little subtlety of the Ignat smoothness. He hasn't perfected it because it's not like, you know, he needs another year to perfect it. Sylvain has Ignat scenes, which is odd-ish to me. Odd-ish. I say odd in the fact that I didn't expect it to be those two. But Ish and the fact that I can absolutely seeing it be those two just based on Ignatz being a commoner and now a knight, and then Sylvain being, you know, Sylvain. Not for nothing. Lawrence has a net as well, but just a C support, so let's see how they start off. Huh?
Ah, Annette, good day to you. I see you remain as sprightly and sweet as a newly bloomed flower.
Hi, Lawrence.
Not a fan.
Oh my. Have I done something to invite your displeasure?
You just kind of brought back a bad memory from a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
Back at the School of Sorcery, there was this one time this noble guy made fun of me.
What manner of cur would dare do such a thing? If a noble ever presumes to mock your genius, point me in their direction so I might give them a taste of their own medicine.
What if it was Lawrence?
Well, then pop the cork on that medicine bottle and take a nice big gulp.
Oh, well,
Hold a moment. Are you implying that I am the one who mocked you?
I'm not implying it, I'm saying it. You made fun of me the first time we ever met. You were all like, I say, you there, this is no place for a child. Now run along to your parents before I summon the watch. I
wow.
simply cannot abide a common scullery maid wandering these hallowed halls. Why, we'd be made a laughing stock. You thought I was some lost kid, and you called me a scullery maid.
That's crazy.
Yes, I do seem to vaguely recall the incident. Oh, so that scullery maid was you.
Lawrence. There was no scullery maid there. She's not one.
That is, you were in fact no maid at all, but the noble niece of Baron Dominic.
You know, in my mind, I was like, oh, you know, maybe Lawrence will earn his first good noodle star. No, that will not be happening right now.
You have my sincerest apologies for the error. Pray forgive my impertinent tongue.
Crazy.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, it would be silly to keep hanging on to a grudge like that, right?
If we'd had but another chance to properly converse back then, I'm certain the matter would have been cleared up with some ease. But sadly, that day was both our first and last opportunity to meet.
Wow.
Now that you mention it, I don't remember seeing you around after that.
Yes, because my father swiftly summoned me back to Alliance territory. After the king's death, the kingdom had become too unstable for me to remain there any longer.
Oh, right. That was right around the tragedy of Dusker.
My father worried that relations between the kingdom and Alliance might become strained.
When was this? Wow, this was a long time ago, I guess. The School of Sorcery. Oh, okay.
As such, I was forced to leave school mere days after my arrival.
I'll be real. I thought they were talking about the regular school of the academy, but the School of Sorcery makes more sense.
Kind of funny how we keep ending up together like this.
Yes, it seems fate strives to keep us together, whether at the School of Sorcery, the Academy, or here.
Okay.
And I, for one, look forward to seeing what the future holds.
I had to wait 3 more seconds, and they would have brought up the School of Sorcery
Me
again.
too. But if you ever call me a kid or a maid again, no amount of summoning the watch is gonna save you.
Hey, Annette, that goes hard.
I swear on my life, those words shall never cross my lips again. And by way of apology for my odious blunder, I hereby swear to come to your aid if ever you require it. Just say the word, and I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, will hurry to your side.
Wow, Annette, you are no. Are you sure you're not a scullery maid? Scullery maid is crazy. Rodrigue just has us and Ingrid, so we'll look at the Ingrid one right now.
I have exhausted most of the Pegasus Corps, so how should I advance the mounted units on the ground?
A tricky proposition indeed. The enemy general won't be foolish enough to miss a chance to seize the advantage here.
If we are going to face the enemy with our remaining troops, it would be best to have the mounted units take up formation in the narrow pass to the east. Then, the remaining Pegasus Knights can attack from the cliffs above and end this quickly. Still, my scouts claim there may be archers stationed on those cliff tops.
Naturally. Everyone knows to expect Pegasus Knights as soon as they see the standard of Galatea.
Right.
The enemy will doubtless be ready for this.
Yes, it is quite the predicament. I cannot help but wonder what my father or brothers would do. As someone who commands an army of Galatea, withdrawal is not an option.
That's crazy. No withdrawing, stand and fight, which I guess is what we saw in the other 2 routes because she did indeed
I don't
die.
think you need to rack your brain over this too hard, Ingrid.
But if we fight without any sort of strategy, we will suffer major casualties.
Which might prove to be in your favor. If the enemy sees your back to the wall, they may let their guard down and grow reckless. How many Pegasus Knights stand ready?
Nearly half. Perhaps more if their wounds can heal in time.
Then select the most skilled from among them and make for the cliff tops.
And fly into the jaws of their trap?
While using the speed of the Pegasi to minimize injury, make it look like you're taking a desperate retreat. Then withdraw your troops. If the enemy thinks they've subdued the famed Pegasus Knights of Galatea, they'll deploy troops from their main fortress, leaving it lightly guarded.
Okay.
Once they do, send a separate unit of your remaining Pegasus Knights to capture it.
Yes, that just might work.
It will work. He's Rodrigue. He's brilliant.
You are amazing, Lord Rodrigue. I suppose this comes from your wide range of experience.
Actually, it's a strategy suggested by your brother once upon a time.
Oh.
My brother? Oh, that's right. I believe he served in Srang while he was still a squire.
Despite his low rank, he astonished us all with his clever suggestions for deploying our flying units.
I have a long way to go if I wish to live up to him.
Long way to
I
go.
must prove more diligent about studying strategy.
Very ambitious. My son could stand to learn a thing or two from your example. But you ought not overextend yourself. Make certain to rest those wings every once in a while. I wouldn't be able to face the Count or your brothers if I allowed you to work yourself to exhaustion.
Resting my wings is a rather difficult proposition. I can't very well run about playing games as I did when I was a child. In any case, I thank you very much for the advice. I think I know how to proceed now.
Excellent.
The pleasure is mine, Ingrid. This is a most dangerous strategy, so let's endeavor to make sure we both come out of this alive.
You know, for a minute I thought that they were just like playing strategy or playing like D&D or something. That's not what was going on. I think that would be better. Rodrigue's like, oh yeah, yes. It's time for our campaign to continue. Ingrid, you have somebody else as well, don't you? Miss Mercedes. Talking about being an older sibling. Yeah.
If you fall, pick yourself back up. An enemy won't wait for you to regain your footing.
Yes, Lady Ingrid.
We've been at this for a while now. Let's take a break.
Hello, all. You seem to be doing fine work with your training today. I brought snacks, so please eat up and restore your energy.
Oh my gosh, snacks.
Thank you, Lady Mercedes.
I'll go tell the others at once.
That would be wonderful. Oh, and I baked plenty, so there's no need to rush. Dig in, Ingrid. We must remember to treat ourselves once in a while, after all.
Thank you. These are delicious. Of course, I should have expected no less from you.
I mean, I guess we should probably give Mercy one just for like, I guess bringing snacks. She didn't have to do that. Freshly baked snacks, she didn't have to.
I have been struggling every day for a way to show these girls my appreciation, yet have come up with nothing. But then you waltz in here and pull it off in one fell swoop. Just look how happy you've made them.
You give me too much credit. Children love anyone who brings them sweets.
Yo, Mercy is like, I don't want to say master manipulator. She's a very good people person.
Still, they are nothing more than bundles of nerves around me. I'm sure they'd feel at ease if only I was as kind and considerate as you.
Oh, I think you're much more important to them than I. All I do is bring snacks on occasion. You take the time to train them every day without fail.
Yep, and your training has saved lives.
I know the only reason you're so strict is so they're ready for what awaits them on the battlefield. Your lessons are their own form of kindness. I'm certain they recognize that.
Right.
You have more confidence than I do.
Then let me ask you a question. Do you hate your older brothers?
What? No, how could I? I mean, naturally, there were times where I resented how hard they were on me, but it was never hate.
See?
They were simply looking out for me. I'm proud to call them my brothers.
Yo, Mercy's so smart.
You see? There are many ways to be kind and considerate.
Huh. I think I understand what you're driving at now.
Ingrid's a little dense, or I won't say dense. Dense is the wrong word. I think she's a little too laser focused. So focused on like X, Y, and Z that she doesn't like see the bigger picture of, well, here we are.
There's no need to force yourself to be someone you're not. Just be yourself.
That being said, I think a lot of that does come from losing her brother like
You're
that.
already one of the kindest people I know.
But I'm terrible at encouraging people the way you do.
No, I'm sorry, not losing her brother, losing her fiance. Felix's brother. Did her brother die? No, I think both of her brothers are still alive, right? Yes, it's just that she's the one with the crust. There we go. That's what I'm missing. I was like, they're not dead, right? I feel like they just don't come up often in conversation.
I don't think that's true. But if it really concerns you, you could try acting more like me.
Say, that's actually not a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
In
There
that
can't be
case,
two
let
of you.
me dish out the same treatment you gave me the other day.
Head pets?
Prepare yourself, Mercedes. It's time for me to show my affection.
I think that line's so funny. I'm gonna give Ingrid a good noodle star. Prepare yourself, Mercedes, for it is now time for me to show my affection.
Goodness, where could this possibly be going?
And then she pat her head. Well, you know what? They ended it there. Maybe they patted heads. They did nothing untoward. Unless, maybe those snacks were real good. Here, Ingrid, we're done with you for today. Annette, you have Chagirl and you have the duo. This is like good noodle central right here, so we'll see what plays out here. Let's start with the girlies.
What are you doing up so late, Mercy?
I was having trouble sleeping. You too, Annie?
Yup. I'm just so nervous about our battle tomorrow.
Perhaps we should chat for a while to ease our nerves.
That's a great idea. It reminds me of when we were students at the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad.
When we shared a room and would stay up chattering until dawn?
Oh my gosh, y'all ain't get no sleep.
Exactly. It feels like that was forever ago.
So much has happened in the meantime. We enrolled in the Officers Academy, the war began.
But we've stuck together through it all, even after classes were suspended. Of course, I'm so clumsy I felt like I was always getting in people's way while we were there. I couldn't have gotten through all this without you by my side.
And I've relied on you just as much. In fact, it often feels like you're the one who's constantly coming to my aid lately. Remember when I got stuck in that bandit's trap?
I don't remember.
I thought I was done for, but you came to my rescue.
Well, I wasn't gonna leave you in a bandit trap. Although, I just ended up falling right in and getting wounded myself.
Oh.
I was so desperate to save you, I wasn't paying attention to what was around me. If not for you healing me, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, we worked together and made it back in one piece. So all's well that ends well.
You know, I think we've always been like this. I feel like I can overcome anything so long as I'm with you.
Cute. Little sisters.
And I feel the same.
Or more.
I hope we will be friends forever.
Oh, for sure. We'll be best friends until we're a couple of wrinkled old grannies.
Lamau.
There are so many things I want to do with you. And so many places I want to go.
So much to do, so much to see.
I don't care if we're strolling through Deirdre or just window shopping. Everything's better with you.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I'll give them both a point for this. This doesn't even feel like a flirty scene. It just feels cute. Annette, Mercy, where are you, Mercedes? Right up here. Alright.
I would love to go shopping in the capital. And then later... Say, Annie? Why don't we wait to talk about this until the war is over?
What? Why?
Because then we can each write down things we want to do as we think of them, and then show our list to each other afterward. Doesn't that sound fun?
Not if one of you dies.
That sounds very fun. We can even compete to see who has the longest list. I'm gonna scribble all my plans down as soon as I get back to my room so I don't forget.
But won't that keep you up longer?
Oh, right. My insomnia. You were so busy chatting, I forgot all about it.
Oh.
Thanks, Mercy. I feel a lot better now.
My sentiments exactly. Good night, Annie. I'll see you tomorrow.
It would be tragic if, you know, this were another route and Annette died and Mercedes lived to tell the tale. That would be tragic. Thankfully, it's not that route. Oh, this one's locked. Interesting. All right. Well, let's keep going.
Dedu, what are you doing here?
Training. Would you like to use my giant bag of boulders?
Oh, Annette, I was training.
Wow, do you ever take a break? 'Cause you should. It's almost dinner time.
I don't plan to stop yet. I'm still not strong enough.
Not strong? You mean with your axe? Come on, you're plenty good at swinging that guy around.
He doesn't really use that thing anymore, but it's fine.
No. I must make up for my inability to wield a hero's relic.
Oh.
You, Felix, and the others are all able to make use of their immense power. I know I can never rise to that level, but if I could somehow close the gap, to be honest, I'm envious. Envious of your ability to wield such a powerful instrument.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard you open up like that before.
Oh.
I apologize. Please forget I said anything.
No, I'm happy you told me. I feel closer to you now.
This is adorable.
Anyway, I think you're really strong already. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Truly?
Yeah, you're invaluable with or without a relic. Crests and relics
right.
are only useful on the battlefield anyway.
Hey, you know what? Annette, first of all, let me get you one real quick. Let me get you another one real quick. Keep going. Keep going.
But you can cook and sew and do all kinds of helpful stuff. Meanwhile, I'm pretty much just 9 thumbs and a toe. Plus, you swing around that heavy axe like it's nothing. So I mean it, Dedu. You're amazing.
She's right, Dedu. You are amazing.
We each have something.
Just the way you are.
Relax.
Exactly. Besides, maybe it's a good thing that you can't use a relic.
You'd be too OP in this game.
If you could, you'd be too good and the rest of us would just be getting in your way all the time. Training is fine and dandy, but don't be so hard on yourself, okay?
You're strong in your own way, Annette. Your optimism is infectious. It aids not only me, but everyone else as well.
Alright, you're right too, Dedu. Let me get you a point. Let me get you real quick. I hit you up with a little star.
Aw, you're making me blush. Still, I guess being positive sort of is one of my special talents, huh?
It is.
And if it managed to help you even a little, that's enough for me.
I'm a double down a little bit on Annette today, you guys. And that's having a good day.
Anyway, I made dinner today, so let's head back and start feasting. It'll be yummy, promise. I mean, I did manage to make the bottom of the pot fall out, so things got a little hairy there for a second, but it smells great.
The bottom fell out?
Yeah, but it turned out amazing, I swear. I can't wait for you to try some.
How did you manage to... Never mind. Let's eat before it grows cold.
Or grows an arm or something. What'd she do? Huh? Alright, we'll continue moving up the ladder. Sylvain. Oh, that means we're done with the net scene. Sylvain, however, has Dedu, Ash, and Dimitri. Start with Ash.
You're really eyeballing that giant stack of documents there, Ash. Let me see what you've got. Records of military drills, archives of city taxes. You know, if you're searching for a particular needle in this load of hay, I can help you out.
Oh, I'm not looking for anything specific. I just thought they'd be good to study.
You're going to study all this?
Of course.
Yeah. With the academy closed, I haven't had a chance to focus on learning lately. So, I thought I could give my brain a nice workout by reading old records and archives.
Hey, good for you taking the initiative. If it weren't for all this fighting, you and me would be living the schoolboy's dream right about now.
Right? We could be training together, taking classes on history and magic.
And when the ethereal moon comes, we'd go dancing with all the girls at the ball.
Classic Sylvain.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
So, are those records actually helping you?
Yeah, the ones on old military drills are especially interesting. It's fun just looking at them.
Just looking, huh? You might want to read a little deeper there.
Oh?
I mean, take this one for example. It talks about how the 3 northern houses held a joint exercise in 1166. And apparently they did so in the middle of a raging blizzard.
Why'd they do that?
It was so bad that some of their soldiers died, but they went ahead and did it anyway. Any idea why?
Drills in the snow in 1166. Oh, were they trying to prepare for a confrontation with Shrang?
Nailed it. They were training for the northern conquest they carried out a few years later.
I'm gonna give Sylvain, not Ash yet. Ash is probably going to earn one by the end of this. But I'm gonna give Sylvain an early one here. Just because, you know, Ash was just reading about these things, like, oh, they sure happen. And it's one thing to read, but it's another thing to, I guess, put that knowledge into perspective. Or rather, the information and turn it into knowledge. Because right now he's just reading and gathering information, bringing it to that, like, that wider plane of, oh, this happened, and do you understand why that happened? It's because they were preparing for this. All of those connections are more so information. I'm sorry, more so knowledge from just the information. He's teaching them about, he's having him gain knowledge, you guys. Sylvain, our Sylvain, Skirt Chaser, that's in the past. Now, boy's knowledgeable.
In other words, they'd already decided to try and take the north by 1166.
Yep.
So if you look at the other drills during that time, you might be able to piece together what the late king was thinking.
Correct.
Interesting. You know, another document did mention an exercise conducted in Guinevere.
Because they'd already predicted that Shrang forces would cross the mountains, which meant battling in harsh desert terrain.
And that's why they were forbidden from using horses during that drill. It's amazing how you really start to see the bigger picture when you dig into details like that.
There we go.
And that's why keeping records is so important. Anyway, I've probably bothered you long enough.
No, wait, teach me more. I mean, if you have time.
If you really want to learn, you're better off asking an actual professor type. I'm just, you know, Sylvain.
No, you're a great teacher, and I can always ask them things when we're in the capital, but they won't be around when we're on the march. I just want to learn more so I don't embarrass the other knights.
Oh.
Please?
No, not the puppy dog eyes. Oh, fine, I'll help. But don't expect too much.
Alright. And at the end of that, I do feel comfortable giving the both of these boys a point. Sylvain's, he's kind of crushing it. At the very least, he's catching up to the top of the pack. Ash, I am going to give you one for this. Go ahead. That's you. Sure, world boy. Go and get a Dedoo scene. My boy Dedoo.
I'll figure something out, I promise. Just write to your father, okay?
I will.
I'll figure something out.
Hey there, Dedoo.
I promise.
Can I help you with something?
No, just passing by.
You sure? Looks like you really want to say something.
I was touched by your interaction with that woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
During our academy days, I often heard untoward rumors about you.
No, they were true.
You had a tendency to skip training and a certain reputation concerning women. You caused His Majesty all manner of headaches.
Yo, look at the angry face.
I can't deny that. But that's all in the past. I'm a lot more responsible these days, don't you think?
Don't expect praise for merely doing your job.
Right.
Though I have been curious about what caused this change of heart.
Interesting.
Change of heart might be taking it a bit too far.
Oh my gosh, the Phantom Thieves. They got him.
It's just, I always see how Dimitri and Felix are out there doing all these amazing things. So I can't very well be goofing around when they're off making names for themselves. Call it a sibling rivalry.
So, admittedly, he said the same. This is pretty consistent. outside of calling it a sibling rivalry. That he said it, I think he said it like in Ingrid supports, and I think he said it in one other set of supports.
Sibling rivalry?
They're like brothers to me, which is exactly why I don't want them looking down on me.
I see. I understand how you feel. I had a younger sister.
Oh.
Had? Oh. Tell me about her. What was she like?
She loved flowers, and often made crowns out of them.
Yo, I'm gonna cry. This one, this makes Mercy support with to do. I think their B support or whatever it was, it hit way different, man. He was making flower crowns for all these kids. He was probably thinking about his past sister the whole time too. Oh man. I don't know who I give points to for that, man. So first I'm gonna give Sylvain a point for asking about her because I do like that. I feel like man, I don't know. I'm gonna probably, the dude's gonna get a point for this regardless, but it'll probably get an ending point. I almost feel like I need to give Mercy another point now that I have this bit of knowledge, you know? That's what I'm talking about, information versus knowledge. Now we got this, I'm gonna give Mercy, I'm gonna give you another point for that, because now that hits way harder, and I feel like you earned another point for that, just for that.
Once she set her mind to something, nothing in the world could change it.
Aw, she sounds sweet. And a little intimidating.
You cannot flirt with the dead, try as you might.
Hey, you know what? I gave Sylvain a point. I'm gonna give the dude a point, because he don't make jokes too often. That was pretty good.
Whoa, hold on. I was just being honest. I'm sorry I never got the chance to meet her. I mean, if her protective older brother didn't kick me into next week first.
I may just have done so. Sylvain, you should visit Dusker after this war is over.
Oh, y'all, if their B support is like visiting her grave, I'll vomit. I'll scream.
My sister's grave is there. It's nothing special, but I would like to show it to you sometime.
And by vomit, I mean like vomit up all of my emotions. Because I'm starting to feel it right now. This one's kind of hitting me. It's kind of crazy.
I would love to, my friend. And I'll make sure to bring a giant bouquet of flowers with me.
She would like that very much.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. I didn't expect that one to be like that, man. Okay, they just have a B support. I was like, do they have an A support? I'm glad it's just a B support, man. I'm going to give them another point, the both of them. I'm going to give one to the duo. 1 star for you and another one to Sylvain. That hit. That's such, that I feel like is like, and it's more so in combination with other supports that makes that support powerful. I think if we had seen like Mercy support after this, it would have made Mercy's more powerful. But man, also just involving Sylvain instead of like anybody else is kind of crazy. I digress. Let me just peek down here. You have Yuri supports and Ignat supports. I know you had Yuri supports. Yuri, you about to go wild this this round. That's crazy. Here, Dimitri, get some supports in. Oh man, my whole heart is going.
Badunk-a-dunk-dunk. Opinion on our recent meeting.
Badunk, badunk. All right, yeah, I think I'm comfortable with these points.
Hey,
Mercy
I'm almost
is going crazy too.
But if you want House Gautier's take, shouldn't you ask my father?
I don't want House Gautier's opinion. I want yours.
There we go.
Okay. Well, we were talking about the pros and cons of incorporating commoners in the nobility, right? Seems to me like we got it all sorted out.
Yes. The discussion primarily revolved around a single point. Whether those without crests are actually worthy of entering the nobility.
I mean, if they're up to the challenge, I don't see why not.
Yep.
It's like how you promoted my brother, right? Skill is what matters in the end.
Indeed. And the performances of Ash and the commander serve as proof of such.
Just don't get carried away, you know? Too much of a good thing and all that. I'm sure you realize what would happen to the kingdom if we lost the power of crests.
Right.
Naturally. However, crest bloodlines are currently fading everywhere. People such as Felix who were born with major crests are the exception in this day and age.
Which means Fargus has two options if we want to retain our power.
Crest babies.
One, we bolster our military and promote prosperity while delicately letting the bloodline dance play out. Or two,
The bloodline?
we admit bloodlines won't last forever and create a social system that doesn't rely on inheritance. Neither one would hold up for long, but if I had to choose, I guess the first option would be the better one for the kingdom on the whole.
Bolstering our military is more easily said than done. Impoverished as our land is, it will be difficult to compete with regions of more fertile ground.
Hey, do you remember what I said when you talked to me about promoting my brother? I told you it was important to keep up appearances while we were in the middle of a war. And honestly, I don't have any real objection to the way you're running things now.
Okay.
Thank you, Sylvain. I knew you would help me sort things out in my head.
I don't usually get into serious stuff like this, but I'm glad I could help.
Well, you say that. But very recently, you've been into a lot of serious stuff, Sylvain.
Such topics are not beyond your grasp, though. Your complete sincerity is a great strength. That said, you never show that side of you to any but Felix and myself. Although, I must admit, you were far from sincere during our academy days.
If that ain't the truth.
Don't remind me. Just thinking about it makes me cringe.
I will say that's probably true. His old self... I'm sorry, his current self probably cringes at the thought of his old self.
If you see the error of your ways, it is not too late to mend them. Or perhaps you require one of my lectures like old times?
Oh my gosh.
Pass. You know I've got them all memorized anyway.
I do hope you realize how much I rely on you, Sylvain. You have so many things I lack. You're clever and quick-witted like your father, yet...
Yeah, well, I've been jealous of your strength ever since we were kids.
None of us are perfect. So let us dwell no longer on our failings. I apologize for taking up so much of your time, though I hope to have similar discussions in the future.
Looking forward to it. Glad I can always speak my mind around you.
Nice. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to give a point to Dimitri. A star to Dimitri, and I think it's mainly for that first line of, I didn't ask for your father's opinion or House Gautier's opinion, I want yours. And I think that alone just shows how much Dimitri values Sylvain. And I like that. We like that. Felix, however, just has Dimitri has a couple that are locked. Oops. But not locked forever, so that's great. Ingrid's there. I think I'm building towards this one next because I feel like this one's gonna hit hard. Well, I'm building towards this one, and then I'm building towards this one because you know, meat buddies. You know, we can't forget about the meat buddies here. Pamir.
How long are you going to keep staring blankly like an idiot? You should eat.
You're right. My apologies.
Let me guess, you're in a tizzy about how best to make use of the Church's forces. Or maybe you're just worried about how our forces will survive the winter. Well, knock it off. A good leader knows when to let their vassals do the worrying for them.
Lamau.
Is that why you left your uncle in charge of House Fraldarius?
Yes. Though I've been returning to the territory the moment any issues arise with his governance.
And your mother? Is she in good health? I imagine it's difficult to manage all the family squabbles on her own.
Squabble?
Oh, she's fine. She's good at that sort of thing. I actually think she likes it. I suggest you focus on your own issues for once, instead of worrying about everyone else.
I'm not sure that's possible. Oh, but that does remind me. I hear the Knights wanted to hold a joint training session.
Forget it. You'll never change. I'd tell you to stop brooding so much, but I'd be wasting my breath.
I cannot afford to lose this war, Felix. I must protect the kingdom. I must avenge the fallen.
Oh, here it goes.
Each day, we draw ever closer to those who pulled the actual strings.
I will say that much is true. I think in the entirety of both Azure Moon and this Azure Gleam, this is the closest that Dimitri and the Blue Lions have been to the ones who actually pull the strings in those games. In the two games, rather. Because, like, they beat Edelgard in Azure Moon, but, like, in Azure Moon, they didn't really beat the Twisted, they just beat Edelgard. But I guess they have ideas about what the Twisted is, you know, what they cooking. This time they have all this information about, like, the tragedy of Dusker, etc., etc., etc. This is, like, the closest they've been in terms of, like, new knowledge. And that's just for, like, the kingdom. Specifically the kingdom.
I've already punished any who knew of the plan and did nothing, as well as a number of middle-rank conspirators. But it isn't enough. There are still those who must answer for this crime with their lives.
You are a book with one chapter and no ending. What will you do when you actually have this revenge of yours?
I don't know. But if I can quell their grief and their hate, it will be enough. Do you hate me, Felix?
Oh, man.
After all, I saw Glenn die. I watched it and could do nothing. His end lies on my shoulders.
That's enough. I don't hate you, okay? You weren't responsible for any of that.
I'm gonna give Felix a good noodle star for trying to just calm this madman down.
They didn't die for your sake. They made their own choices of their own free will. Don't be so conceited.
But surely they didn't want to die. Yet they did so to protect me. Me. I am undeserving of such sacrifice.
Dimitri, I can't give you a good noodle star for this, but, like, I can, like, take you to see the school
I
therapist.
told you to quit brooding and eat. Your food's going to rot if you wait any longer.
Yes, of course.
Poor boy. They have an A support. I need to get it. That being said, I think it's just Dimitri. And then Ayla supports, yeah? Kinda want to end with Dedu Dimitri, so let's look at the Ayla supports, yeah? 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 Yeah. We have you two get to A, we might get one of you. We might get both of you next episode, since I'm also eating with the both of you. Let's start with Rodrigue. We got some catching up to do with Rodrigue because he's been missing so often. Go ahead, Rodrigue, let's get your B and then your A support.
Hey, Rodrigue, you got a sec?
What's the matter? You look troubled.
Well, we ended up spending most of this winter out on the battlefield. So I was thinking, if we put an end to the war before next winter rolls around, maybe we could all go back north and...
You want to deal with Shreng?
And? Speak plainly.
I want to have a snowball fight.
Me. Oh, she wants to take care of Shreng once and for all. Ayla, I want to have a snowball fight.
Dimitri said that's how all the kids in Fargus play during the winter.
And I've never had winter.
Figure it would be good to try at least once now that I'm living here in the kingdom.
Yes, a fine idea. The sport's rather profound, if I do say
hey,
so
you
myself.
know what? Rodrigue, I'm gonna give you one. That's my guy. I love him.
Dividing into factions and formulating strategies makes it just as much a battle of minds.
Hey, you know what? He's been missing so often, and I love how serious he's. You know what? Give him 4.
Hold on, strategy? This sounds kind of intense for a kid's game.
Oh, no.
It is. When we were still in the throes of our youth, Lambert, Matthias, and I faced off in such a contest. With our squires in tow, we traveled to the northern mountains to do battle.
Hey, that sounds like fun. So what happened?
I was the first to fall. I hid in the shadows, biding my time and observing the enemy's movements until the moment was right to strike. And yet, such an opportunity never came. While his subordinates fought freely in the open, His Majesty launched a surprise attack on my position. Unfortunately, my men and I were unable to land even a single blow on him. Our defeat was a matter of course.
Now I know where Dimitri gets his tendency to rush into battle alone. Like father, like son, huh?
That's pretty dope.
Indeed. Still, it's difficult to feel wronged when you've been defeated in such a swift and skillful manner.
Right, you're like, hey, he got me.
My downfall left only Lambert and the Margrave, a man notorious for his rotten character even as a child. His strategy was not to attack outright, but to prepare an ambush for His Majesty in one of the more densely wooded groves.
Seriously? All that for just a snowball fight? No wonder Sylvain is so cunning. Anyway, what happened next?
We were all familiar with Matthias's ignoble tactics, so His Majesty was careful to avoid the cowardly ambush which had been laid for him.
Ooh.
At last, just as the opposing generals were staring each other down, Gunnar, the current Count Galatea and noble, many years our senior, emerged from the wood to put a stop to it. In the end, our final showdown that day was between his hands and the scruffs of our necks.
Oh.
Our ears rang with his dire warnings about the mountains.
That's hilarious.
That sounds like Ingrid's dad, all right.
Yep.
Guess that means nobody won, huh?
Well.
Yes, the story dates back several decades, but I still remember it as if we were trudging through the snow only yesterday.
Yo, I would love just like one last bonus episode, snowball fight. Everyone only has like arrows, like bows and arrows, but you know, instead of throwing arrows, you throw snowballs.
Say, if you do end up mustering an army for one of these snowball battles, I would be honored to observe.
Oh, no, you gotta get in there. No, you're in.
As one of the combatants, I mean. I'm sure Dimitri and the Margrave won't mind. You won't be facing the same opponents, but maybe then you'll finally settle the score. For old time's sake.
A sound point. Very well. I'd be thrilled to partake when the time comes.
Yeah, you know what? Give him another one.
You know, of late I've been dreading the coming winter, but now I feel I may actually look forward to it.
Y'all, this is their B support. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if... No! Yo, we gotta go back up north. I guess we're not north right now, but you know, maybe once we go back up north, we'll be able to do that one. That kind of hurt me. Sylvain, talk to me, bro. Yo, I'm a little bit. I want that one now.
Today's training was rough.
Hey, who are we about to fight?
I need to start working even harder if I want to keep up.
Can we just go back up north?
You know, it's incredible just how into all this you are. But I do feel kind of bad for you.
Why? It's my own fault for not being up to snuff. Just you watch, Sylvain. I'm gonna stand head and shoulders above everyone else in the next battle.
I mean, it's not gonna be difficult. I mean, they're actually catching up to your level.
That's not what I mean. I feel bad that we roped you into this war. The only reason any of us are fighting is to keep our homes from being destroyed.
Yeah, we don't even live here.
If we fail, we'll lose everything. Our houses, our families, the places we grew up. But you don't have that kind of personal stake in this thing. You can live wherever the wind takes you.
True. I am a bit of a nomad.
Air nomad? Is she the Avatar?
Isn't there anywhere you call home, though?
Is she Aang?
Well, sorta. I grew up in a remote village off in the mountains, so that's probably the closest thing. But it's hard to really say for sure. Honestly, I doubt I'll ever understand what it means to have a home like all of you do.
Oh, man.
So what? Are you just in this for the money, then?
No, I'm in it for the Ashen Demon. No.
No, I'm only putting all this effort in so I can make sure my friends get through the war alive. Though I'm not gonna complain about the money either.
Okay, now you're just trying to sound good. Though it is working, I'll give you that.
Really, I think this is the closest thing to a home I've ever had. Because I've got all of you here.
Man, Ayla, if we were keeping track of your stars, you would get one.
Are you sure? This place doesn't make for quality living, trust me. I mean, it's cold, it's desolate, and there's nowhere to go to have any fun. Plus, we've constantly got enemies like Srang soldiers coming at us from every angle.
Well, I can't deny that. But it's still important to you anyway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And it's our job to make it a place where everyone can live in peace.
Right. Who knows what'll happen after the war. But for now, I'm with you guys every step of the way.
I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, and about those plans for the fire orb I showed you?
Right.
Would you mind helping me with a little experiment later? The thing hardly had any punch to it when I tested it.
Sure. Sounds like it's a long way off still, huh?
Hey, I'm trying here. I even got in touch with the School of Sorcery to see if they could help.
Okay.
No rush, Sylvain. I'm sure you'll finish it one of these days. I've spent enough time with you to know. You can do anything when you put your mind to it.
Well, that's just pleasant. I don't know if it's like, I feel like I wanted to give Ayla a good noodle star more than anybody, but you know, it is what it is. Once again, we just have Dimitri, and then we end with Dimitri to do, and then we are actually going to do some things. We actually still had a bunch of supports this time. I think we're at like an hour of supports again. That's crazy. Go ahead, Dimitri.
Hey, Dimitri. Aren't you supposed to be on break today? What's got you down?
It's nothing. I suppose I'm just finding it difficult to relax. It is vexing to no end to lay around doing nothing, while everyone else busies themselves with vital work.
Dimitri.
Nobody's forcing you to take vacations or anything. We just want you to have a little break every now and again. Why are you so desperate to work anyway?
Because it is my duty. No. It is the only way I know how to live. As part of the royal bloodline, my life has never for a moment belonged to me. Not even at the instant of my birth.
Oh man, that's wild.
And as a survivor of that horrible tragedy, there are certain responsibilities only I can shoulder.
I disagree.
I don't get it. Why does all that stuff have to fall on you? Nothing's gonna go the way you want if you can't bring yourself to trust people who just want to help. And don't even try to tell me you'd be happy with that.
All I want is to ease the pain, both for those who perished that day and for those who yet live. I'm fully aware that I will need to make sacrifices if I ever hope to accomplish that goal. But I will not drag others into my own personal crusade. I won't let anyone else suffer.
I feel like we're suffering watching you suffer.
So, you see, it's better for me to carry the burden myself. And better for everyone else as well.
You say you don't want to see people suffer. But what about you, Dimitri? What about your pain?
Negligible.
You don't have a hope in the world of caring for other people if you can't care for yourself first.
Oh!
I'm not sure how to respond to that. And in truth, I don't know how to alleviate my own pain. I've never given the matter any thought. What would happiness even look like for me?
That's wild. He's never thought about what happiness would look like for him.
How can you not know something like that? Just think about it. What kind of things make you smile?
I haven't truly smiled since the tragedy.
Maybe when you finally conquer a tough rival? Or hold a banquet after surviving a dangerous battle?
I don't believe I bear the right to such happiness, but...
Wow.
If that time were to come, it would be upon my death.
Wow.
Having devoted my life to forming a peaceful kingdom full of joyful citizens.
Seriously? You can be downright dismal sometimes.
Right?
You know
I
that?
won't smile until I die. Crazy.
Why is death the first thing that comes to mind when you think about being happy?
Dismal? Yes, perhaps you're right. But I find it difficult to consider anything else that may cause me joy.
Come on, nothing? What about ending this war quick and celebrating with all your friends? I'm sure Dedu and the others would whip up the grandest feast you've ever laid eyes on.
No, such revelry would be wasted on me.
Well, they would anyway.
But I suppose seeing the smiles on everyone's faces would be enough.
Yeah, look at that.
Thanks for thinking of us, oh great king.
Lamau.
Fine. If you want to carry your own burdens for the rest of your life, so be it. I'll just have to take extra good care of you, though, since you clearly won't do it yourself. For starters, you're gonna take a break, and by the goddess, you're gonna like it. Come on, Dimitri. We're gonna get you away from camp for a bit.
Oh my gosh, Ayla in the mom mode.
No words can express my gratitude.
Oh. No, I'm not gonna give Dimitri a star for that one. No, I'm not. He's not getting a star for that one. He might get a star. I assume he's gonna get a star here. Let's be real. But no star there. He was very, not stubborn, but like, you know. Well, I think he probably does deserve 1 star. Let me be real.
You will take ill if you keep sleeping at your desk.
He was very bleak, but also, like, I can't not give him, like, it would be a smile upon my face, were I to die and to have served my people well. I was like, all right, he's still thinking, he thinks about his people first. So, I mean, like, that's pretty good, I guess.
Do?
You submitted at your desk again.
Oh, I've done it again. Yes, well, thank you for waking me and sparing my poor neck any further damage.
You sounded pained. Is everything all right?
Nightmares?
Dreaming of the past again, I fear.
Yeah.
The tragedy?
No. The day I returned to the capital afterward. Do you remember the child who cursed me after my father's funeral?
Oh, yes. I believe he was the son of a knight who fell in Dusker.
He was furious that I would not take revenge on your people, and even more enraged to see you serving as my vassal. He berated me without mercy, demanding I kill you then and there. All I could do was walk away. Everyone desires revenge for that day. Survivors and the dead alike cry out for retribution.
I know, Your Majesty.
I seek to fulfill the duty they have given me, and have never once flinched from it. And yet... to do. If I were mortally wounded and begged with my dying breath for you to avenge me, what would you do?
No, he would avenge you, I'm sure.
I would do it, even at the cost of my life.
And if I told you to forget me and live for your own happiness?
I would regretfully decline. I cannot know happiness without you by my side.
Alright, well, I'm gonna give that to Dedu. Alright, that's 1 for our boy. Boy love.
I would still seek vengeance. Just for my own sake, not yours.
Fair enough.
Interesting. And nothing I say to the contrary will change your mind?
Your Majesty, can you not live for your own sake?
Not from what we heard from during his conversation with Ayla.
My life is not my own. It belongs to my kingdom, my people, and the dead. But had I been born to a different fate, well, perhaps I would have traveled outside Foden with you as a mercenary. Or perhaps I'd be a farmer. I confess the thought does sound rather delightful.
Surely you could still tread those paths.
It was a jest to do. I merely said the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine he was just like, yeah, I'm done being king. I'm gonna go be a farmer. He could still be a farmer and a king.
I am driven by matters on which I cannot permit myself to yield. I hope you understand that.
Well then, all the more reason to get some proper rest.
Tell him.
If work remains, I will aid you. If you have difficulty sleeping, I will lend you my ear. But seeing you slumped over at your desk disturbs me. Every time, I fear death has come for you in the night.
Oh man, oh.
Death will never sneak up on me as long as I remain under your watchful attention.
Your Majesty, please.
Though, if I were to die and leave you alone, the aftermath would be horrendous. I suppose I will heed your advice. Just this once.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Dimitri, you need to stop flirting with death. We're not about that. No star for Dimitri, but we gave 1 to Dedu, so that's fine. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, that was so many supports, but we're still gonna do what we wanted to do. A chapter and that paralogue. Although, we are an hour and a half in. But, like, the paralogue should be quick. As long as I level those 3 up. Oh no, I'm doing Ash, Yuri, and Catherine. Ash and Yuri are pretty leveled up already. I just need to get Catherine a couple levels, and we can run them.
Training can be the difference between
correct, and then we'll do the chapter. Yeah, we're good. In fact, we might just want to give everybody some levels. Let's focus on these guys first. Let's try and get these 3 to 55. We won't have to do anything for actually... Yeah, this is fine for you 2, and maybe we'll get everybody else to 50. Because that should be like 70 something, right? Ash, Wiesna, yeah, you're at 73. All right, everybody else, let's get to 50, which should be very doable. Little Felix, 50. Sylvain, you get a level real quick.
Wish this.
I do wonder who's gonna be our goodest noodle. I am going to, I think I'm gonna give like either one or maybe some multiplier of good noodle stars when we get to the very end of the route, based on MVPs. So we'll see in that regard. Or something of that nature. It's for the final good noodle count. So we really gotta random some people in here. you know?
I hope.
I'll be the best.
You're already the best gatekeeper ever, my boy. You're already the best. You're the best around. And no one's gonna ever keep you down. Alright, perfect. Everybody's above 50 unless my eye missed it. Even if it did, it don't matter.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Let's actually get into some battling right here, right now. I'm going to, I guess, split the recording. I'm no longer worried about like recordings getting like broken. We had the quick lock do some crazy things. That being said, I'm going to pause real quick, and we are going to come back and we will do Love and Hate in Wartime. So let's get ready for it. Yeah. All right, let's rock it. Love and Hate in Wartime. Captain tells Ash what happened with his older brother, Kristoff, from her perspective before he can digest what she shared. However, familiar faces appear before him. Say their name, and they appear. And Yuri is here, which is,
So is it true,
makes a lot of
Catherine?
sense, to be honest.
About you and my brother.
Yes, so we did know about this, actually.
Yes, it's true. But are you sure you want to talk about this before your scouting mission?
I wouldn't have asked if I wasn't.
In that case, yes. I chose to hold to what I believed in, which meant he had to die. If you can't forgive me for it, then I stand ready for your challenge.
Oof.
I have no right to judge you. I also betrayed people I cared about for my beliefs. And in some cases, even led them to their deaths.
Fair enough. Now get going. And make sure you keep your emotions in check while on duty.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we knew that. We actually knew
Slowpoke.
both of those things.
I think this is everyone who's available at the moment. Oh, and I've got some bad news. Looks like Imperial troops have surrounded Ash's scouting unit.
Sounds like they got wise to our plan.
Yep. Either Ash slipped up, or we've got a spy in our midst. Still, they sent a pretty impressive force if they're just looking to take out one little scout party.
That's why we think their true aim lies elsewhere.
I think they're after Ash.
They might be coming after Ash himself, though I don't have the slightest idea why. But it's the only thing I can think of.
I agree. Ash is the target here. Apparently, some of the enemy's soldiers were flying the flag of House Gaspar.
Oh. I know, I'm concerned for
I'm
him.
worried about Ash. What's left of House Gaspar probably thinks him a traitor.
Yeah, he won't be winning any popularity contests with that band anytime soon. You could be the most virtuous, upstanding knight in the land, and still be the embodiment of evil to whoever is on the other side.
Did he say, on the other side, once you reach the other side?
Well, that's a fun thought.
My voice is kind of still shot from this weekend, so I can't go quite as high for that, for that transition.
We don't know much about the enemy, but there don't seem to be any generals of note among them. So here's the plan. We're all going to rush in there, grab Ash, and hightail it back out. Good? Good.
Yeah, good.
Already, my knights. You two make sure you're prepared too. If we aren't quick about this, we're all going to end up very dead.
I don't think that's
Must
the
be
case.
hard for Ash to fight against what remains of his old house.
If he's not ready to have people hate him, he should get out of the killing business.
Yeah, fair.
When you're alive and looking to stay that way, your interests inevitably butt up against someone else's. And look, Ash is clearly in a tough spot, but he's no fool. And he's come too far to lay down his life now. I mean, he killed his own father figure in the name of justice.
Yeah.
It'll take more than this to shake him.
You've got a lot of confidence in him.
Hey, the guy came from nothing just like me. I can't help but root for him.
Alright, I was gonna say, we don't really have much we need to do. Except maybe give you, the both of you, different weapons, because having just regular silver swords, that's not gonna cut it. Sure. And you? Sure. I guess we might not be getting Lysithea, so maybe I should just give you Thunderbrand back, actually. Yeah, I guess go ahead and take your sword. Not for nothing. That's fine, actually. I think we might want to unlock its stuff, because I don't think we have. No, we have not. Yeah, we might just have Thunderbrand go crazy, you know? Yeah, I think we're good. Let's go. I have no qualms about anything else. Let's just run in.
We need to secure an escape route, but I think we should deal with Ash first.
Right. Who knows how much longer he can hold out. We need to break through the troops surrounding him as soon as possible.
Oh.
Not a problem.
Well, I mean, whoever you want to fight is
Let's
just
get
gonna
this
be
operation underway,
a
shall
goner,
we?
so that's
Starting the
fine, that's
mission now.
fine.
Time to go to work.
Sure, I guess you can get this one. I'll stay in control of... Actually...
My turn?
Let me be the old boy here. Yo, he's fast! Oh my gosh! Why is he so fast? I mean, very clearly it's his skills, but like... Or I guess his personal effects, but like... Yeah, I didn't know he was this fast, man. Look at him go! Man, Sonic the Hedgehog out here, that's crazy. And I don't hate this hedgehog.
Somebody wants to die. Still in the fight.
Alright, you know what? His dancer gear is pretty dope too. Hey, baby girl, do a twirl. There we go.
This filthy wretch of a child. Lord Lenato would still draw breath.
I recognize all of these faces. No doubt they despise me for betraying Lenato.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out traces. Doing paces.
No mercy.
There you go. No mercy. There we go.
Things I do for this kid. I see why his brother always...
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
Oh, you're done. I don't know why I'm still having you not do
Starting the
anything. Here,
mission
go
now.
over here.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Actually, that means you were probably
Time to go to
going to be a
work.
better bet here.
Let me show you how it's done.
And I'll just continue
Just look out
being
for me. Ash,
Yuri.
I'm coming to rescue you, so don't you dare die before I get there.
Huh? Was that Catherine? What do I do?
You don't die, you listen to Catherine.
Wants to
This
die.
stronghold will fall.
There we go.
You think this rickety little stronghold can slow me down? Don't make me laugh.
Perfecto. Where's that?
Glad you're okay, Ash. Now come on, let's haul ourselves out of here.
I live
I'm sorry for the trouble. Really.
Yeah, Ash is now playable, baby. Hey, baby girl, do a twirl.
Thank you. Not getting through here. These folks are clearly trying to hurt us in a certain direction. I don't see another choice.
Don't worry, kid. No trap in all of Fogler can hope to hold us.
Alright, well, I like it. That's
Take a
fine.
breather.
Oh, you already did it. Good job. Yo, we got the whole dancer crew over here.
Renato would still be alive if I had just remained loyal and...
If I had just remained loyal and stayed by him. I mean...
I'll do my best.
Here, Ash, go over there, I guess.
Let's move. What beside him?
My turn.
Delicious. You got it, Ash. Come on, Ash. Get to the evacuation point, Ash. Reinforcements? Why did they do that? Oh, we blocked off the path. Okay. That's fine. I blocked off this guy's life.
So surprised. Come on, let's kill these guys and get out of here.
Alright, over here. Come on, Ash, right this way. I'm about to dance on him. It's gonna be okay. Hello, everyone. Gather around me. Come on, gather around. Thank you. That's not gonna be enough, I don't think. It shouldn't be enough, actually.
Lord Lenato looks down on you with scorn, you ungrateful peasant.
And what? Ash was supposed to show his gratitude by dying alongside the guy?
Right.
Come on. You did what you did.
Good shot,
because
Yuri.
You thought it was right. So don't give in now.
Why, you little... I'm sorry,
Yeah, I'll take
but
the
I
ball.
did what I thought was right.
What are you doing? Go fight somebody.
Not a problem. I've got this.
I assume eventually this whole thing's gonna be opened up, so whatever.
Time to go to work. Let me show you how. Let's keep moving. Well, a different way, because there's no getting through here.
A different way.
Lots of enemies this way, too. Guess we've just gotta push through them.
We've no other choice. Keep up, Ash.
Yes, ma'am.
So in my brain, I was thinking to myself, oh man, I could choose Yuri to give the Merc Whistle to, and then next route, I could be so speedy. So I was like, maybe that's the move, and then I realized there's no next route.
Finally snapped out of it. You're looking good, Ash.
Okay, you're fine.
No match for me, but who is?
Dang. He said, I wear this this dancer attire way better than you ever will. That's crazy. But also correct. You come over here, Ash. No blues, I don't need those. I'd like to break a green for Yuri. I don't want to use any of my potions, at least not yet. Is that a green over there? No, that's money. I'll take it. Back. Okay, we're a little low now.
Easy now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm starting to care again.
Somebody wants to die.
Yeah, it's this guy. He wants to perish. There we go. I have 3 of the A attacks. I just should have popped one. Whoops. Hey, Ash, get up here.
Let's move.
Yeah, so you did finish that. I mean, we're gonna have to go over here at some point, so it's kind of whatever.
Our escape route's ready. All that's left is to take it out of here.
Gimme.
Let others say what they will. I've chosen my path.
Okay, that was a lot more work than they're paying me for.
In here,
Don't go
Ash.
relaxing just yet. That tricky commander of theirs is still out there.
In here. They're probably gonna lock us in or something. Oh, is that... Pilardo!
Oh dear. It appears my friends from Gaspar weren't up to the task.
Oh my gosh. Is he here? Oh.
You've had your fun.
What's up, Pilardo?
Look at these chumps.
Actually, not for nothing.
I'll do my best. He must be the one
Get
who
over here.
incited this whole rebellion. He'll
Thank
pay
you.
for that.
Alright, double team. Look at them dance. Did you see them dance in sync? We're all in this together. Look, this is like a preview. It's like it's a dance. It's not a dance battle. It's a dance tag team or something of that nature. Very nice. Thank you.
Me?
Slice, slice, slice.
I am but a humble merchant. Pray
You're
do
but
not
a dead
concern
man.
yourselves with me.
Well, I don't think that's the end either.
Why does nothing ever go as planned?
Because I could still slice, you know? Never mind, that's it.
And that's
Do we really
all?
not have to use the other
Come on,
corner of the
Ash.
map?
Let's go.
Thank you, everyone.
No problem, Ash. Huh. Well, they fooled me. I thought we were gonna have to use the... Oh, you know, maybe we killed him so fast that one of the, like, minor events couldn't trigger. That certainly happened to me in the past, because look, enemies defeated D. I think we should have at least gotten a B if that was like it. You know, the other thing. Yeah, I might have missed a little something. We might have been a little too fast. Yuri was like, he went crazy. He went God mode, you know? Yeah, that's a nice axe, huh? Good old funds back. Save her up right there. And now let's end this. Yeah, I was going to say this took 15 minutes. Huh?
Looks like we're safe. Though I have to say, we cut that way closer than I'm comfortable with.
Well, actually, they didn't.
You're telling me. I could have done without that wretched merchant riling up what was left of Gaspar. I'm gonna need hazard pay for that one. Remind me to send Dimitri an invoice later.
Don't trouble His Majesty with
Not
such
an
things.
invoice, huh?
Easy there, friend. I'm just blowing off some steam. Don't go getting your honor in a twist.
Well, I am a knight after all. Though, after fighting those people from House Gaspar, I wonder if I'm even worthy of the station.
Our entire job is killing people.
Yep.
It's what we do from sunup to sundown. You really think that line of work won't make you an enemy or three?
Or 3 dozen.
Yes, you're right. And if I needed it, this was certainly a stark reminder. Lenato once told me to hold true to my beliefs. So, I'll keep trusting my own sense of justice and walk the path I've chosen. There's no turning back now.
Yeah, with a smile. Encourage him with a smile.
Now there's the Ash I know and love.
Ego. All ego, Ayla.
Thank you, friend.
No problem.
And thanks to you as well, Catherine.
I could never abandon an ally in need. Besides, I owe it to Kristoff to keep you alive.
Yeah, sure. Who's
So
Kristoff?
I probably should have asked this already, but who is Kristoff?
Ash's adoptive older brother, and Lord Lenato's true son. We were classmates at the academy, and close friends. But when he got swept up in a conspiratorial plot, I had no choice but to put him to the sword.
This all sounds very complicated.
Yep.
It is. But you can't escape your past. No one can.
Why you gotta go and make things so complicated?
Ash, Yuri, we all have our baggage.
That's true, actually.
Well, what say we head back?
Yuri's like, huh.
I'm sure everyone is waiting for us.
Well, I never.
Good idea. The kingdom will need to decide how to deal with House Gaspar.
I hope they can find some measure of peace. Regardless, I intend to help them however I can.
Must you? Whenever you do your best, it tends to make additional work for the rest of us.
Crazy.
Seriously, Yuri, can't you just agree with me for once?
No.
What's wrong, Catherine?
No, nothing. Just thinking about the past is all.
Does that remind you of you and Kristoff? Maybe a little bit? Maybe an itsy bitty bit? Let's get one more save and let's just hop into the main map. Let's do one save for real and let's hop into the main map. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is chapter... Oh, right. We go here to do that. Do I... Oh yeah, forget that. I'm not using the forge anymore. And they want me to go and fight in the cave, missing me with that. Everything else is claimed. Just gonna yell at me saying, "You have undisclaimed." No, we're leaving. We're leaving. Oh, I need to get the wheel. Let's save it back at 6, because we're about to have to do a split at some point.
Houses Gert, Esser, Locken, and Ox. I can't believe we'll be facing them all at once.
What do you expect? From their standpoint, this is an invasion, and they are the ones to repel it. They fight to protect their homes, their families, their livelihoods, just as we would fight to protect ours. We would all do well not to forget that. Be sure to tell those under your commands the same.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Forgot to add Shamir and Baltus to this wheel. Yeah, I'm gonna... Determination.
Feeling guilty about this isn't gonna change anything.
Yeah.
We still have to fight, and we still have to win.
You're right. This is the only way we'll ever get peace back in Fodlan.
Because we're invading now.
There's no turning back now. Not after what we've done. But I don't regret any of it. I believe in the path we're on. The very one that's led us to the battle ahead.
Lasting peace is waiting for you on the other side of this fight. You've got my power to see you through it.
It doesn't matter what any of us say, Boar. You know what needs to be done. We'll have plenty of time to grieve once this is all over. So stick to the plan and don't look back.
We stand here because we believe in you, Your Majesty.
I see. I'm heartened to know I have your trust. Whenever I've lost my way, all of you have been there to help me recover it.
Yeah, and look, at this point, I know you're gonna lose your way plenty other times. Maybe not in this actual story, but you know, just in the future.
It's the least we can do.
We'll bring you back
Earth has your
to some
subjects
sensibility.
And your friends.
Everything seems to be in order,
And your
Majesty.
friends.
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
Yeah, we're having a friendship moment, Rodrigue. Get in here.
No, we've just finished. We will need your strength in this battle, Rodrigue.
And my strength you'll have. Let's show these Imperial scoundrels what a mistake it is to cross the people of Fargus.
Sweet. Okay. Defeat Duke Girth. Oh, we can get Lenny again? I love me some Lenny. Yeah, that's fine. Brawling protection, sabotage, well stocked. I guess brawling protection. Yeah, I guess that's fine. That being said, we do unfortunately have to spin this wheel, baby. We gotta spin this bad boy. Sure. Which means I need to come over here and get you guys wheel. So we can only do 3, as per usual, because, you know, Ayla has to come. What do we got? Make sure it is up there for you guys and not just on the... Yeah, okay, good. We have a net, which should be okay. That's fine. Can I get one of the wolves, please? You know? No? Lawrence? I mean, Lawrence is fine, too. Lawrence is just good. That's a good boy. Lawrence, a net, and come on, give me a wolf. Come on, because otherwise 3 of them are just going to be on the background. Come on, wolf. Not a wolf. That's... Oh, wait, it looks like a reroll, actually. That's Lawrence again. Back-to-back Lawrence. The devs love him, and we can't escape him. He's on every route, baby. Every route. No, don't tell me it's a net again. Rodrigue. I don't think we've actually used Rodrigue in a hot minute. That is our set of 3, which is not like super duper what I wanted, but it is what it is. So let's get into this. So we gotta have Rodrigue, Nettie, and Lawrence. Where is he?
I will show you true nobility.
Lawrence almost has Dancer unlocked. Oh, I don't know if Rodrigue's close at all. And Annette, I think, might have it unlocked. Hold on a minute. That's not what I wanted. Did I get it unlocked for you, or are you one away? I think you might be one away. I think you're at the one right... No, you have it unlocked. I guess the real question is, do we? Well, let me look at Ayla real quick. Admittedly, maybe we do, huh? You don't really need this anymore. I'm trying to see if... What does renewal do? Well, that's kind of dope. That's kind of dope, too. Yeah, this is yours now. Okay. So that's fine. That's dandy. Sure, we'll keep that. But I feel like you should have a, you know... I'm trying to think. Well, if we would want to replace it with anything, we would have to do... I feel like... Oh, that's kind of neat. That's not bad. You know, let's just... I guess stick with this. Do we have 11 sword that's decent, though? Actually? Not super duper decent. Like, I'm not sure if that is gonna be better than a... we'll just keep the Brave Sword on it. Where's the rest of my homies? And I think we know who's coming to this fight. Happy you get in here. That's not Happy. Same hair color, but wrong hair. Or wrong person. And then you... we'll just put D in.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
It's an odd group, but honestly, it's not a bad group. So let's clock it. Get a little save file right there. A little shave it right there. Let's fight.
So many noble imperial houses have assembled on the battlefield. From the looks of it, they're desperate to defend the Empire.
As are we to fight for our home. First, we must make haste and take the main hall.
Duke is holed up in the main hall, but capturing strongholds and besieging the enemy should draw him out.
Great.
We must act now. Let us see what we can do.
I'll give it 1000%.
Okay, well, there's only one more real place to go. Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't have really any axe units, which is, not the best, but you know.
No charge. Just leave it to me.
Here go. Let's fight together.
Yeah, y'all just go together. It's fine.
Let's get this operation underway, shall we?
Yuri, you don't have any scenes with anybody who's out here, do you? I don't think so. But you know what? You can be her dance partner for today. And D, you can hang with me.
Looks like you could use some help.
For personal reasons. Lawrence, I'm just gonna control you for a little bit.
Easy does it.
Because I feel like you'll be able to take out this guy anyway. Hip, 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 hip. Hip.
Strike with all
Yeah,
your
you're fine.
might. On to the next ones.
Very good. Alright, I'll switch to Rodrigue.
Something doesn't seem quite right.
What do you mean?
Does this feel a little too easy to anyone else?
Oh yeah, I agree. Or maybe they're just really bad at their jobs, Mercedes. Or maybe it's a trap. But certainly it's not a trap, you know? You know what? I should have checked his weapon, because man does not have a good weapon on right now. Because we use him so infrequently, he's been missing from our party so often.
Wonderful
Ugh.
progress. That should put us at ease for the time being.
Here they are, right on schedule. All units, move out and
Oh,
take
Monica.
the Kingdom forces down.
They did what?
Not a problem. Move out.
Expect greatness from.
Let me at
Take a breather.
We must
I mean,
act
this
now,
is still
but
fine.
let us see what we can do.
I'll give it 1000%.
I guess you can go up with them anyway.
Now it is my turn.
Sure,
There is
Lawrence
nothing I
and
cannot
and
turn
the
on it.
gang can come
No
up here.
Just
Enemy general finally shows. We've got to put them on the defensive.
Okay, I'll seize the Tower Plaza real quick. Alright, well, consider it seized. My thing is, I do kind of want a dance partner. Maybe I'll keep Dorothy as a dance partner, actually.
Leave this one to me.
Yeah, just stick by my
This'll
side.
be easy
That's
with
fine.
both of
Thank you.
Break the-
I'll switch to you real quick.
Strongholds belong to us now. Still, it all seems to be going too smooth.
They're all over us. I can't stay here any longer.
Where are you? Oh my gosh, she's running and she's got a book.
Don't think you can escape after her.
Hey, you know, this still feels like a trap.
Don't break ranks.
Yo, I swear if Rodrigue dies. And they never get to have their A support, imagine. Where is she? Well, how do we can't pursue her, because, you know, we simply can't.
Remember our objective. We will not be able to besiege the enemy until we've captured the strongholds.
Sure. Is there a gatekeeper over here or something? Like, I can't get to most of these strongholds. I don't know what... They're tripping or something. They also start opening doors or something? Oh, I'm stuck behind this. That's crazy. Yeah, what are our orders here? Warlock. Oh, there's a gatekeeper here, I guess. Does that open all the other gates? That's a weird place to put a gatekeeper. None of y'all are gatekeepers. I'll go and be you for a second.
greatness from me.
Yo. The thing about Lawrence is I feel like I don't really need to use his combat arts. Because, like, his combos are just really good. And, like, I think this class is just my favorite class. Because you get, like, good spear work, and then you get, well, actually, Moral Savant is pretty good, too. It's just I've been skipping Moral Savant and everyone's becoming a dancer instead. Although, there's probably a skill in Moral Savant that I might want to loop back to get people once they've mastered dancing. Because I think we're getting close. Like, this is chapter 11, right? I was gonna say, it's almost closing time. Are you done with the gatekeeper?
Take a breather.
Oh, you literally just opened that gate. That's funny. Oh, do I need to catch up with Monica first?
There.
That's
the path
fine.
is clear. Wait.
Where'd she go?
You've walked right into my trap.
Have
Simply
I?
Can't waste this golden opportunity.
Well, like everybody else is.
I'll give it a leave everything to me.
We must act now.
I don't know if
See
she.
what we can do.
I don't think her trap worked that well, you guys.
I'm on it.
Like the people she just spawned.
Hanneman shall have his day.
Where's Hanneman?
From above.
Oh, there he is. I'm gonna have to kill him. Oh no. Well, can I get to him? Because, like, they'll be able to handle the people just spawned. I guess Happy could.
My turn at last.
That would kind of suck. Here, you go and do that. Monica, your plan's definitely working. You're not a failure. Especially since Edelgard is, you know, some sort of puppet or something. Linhardt and his allies. What's up, Lindy?
Now we tighten the net. We can't let any of our units fall before we have them surrounded.
Okay, but what about Constance? Is she here too?
That's Linhardt. Are we gonna have to kill him?
Hey, yo! I'm sorry. Hello, Constance. How are you?
I fear that I'll just
They got you from a
get in
really
your
good
way
angle.
and ruin the wonderful strategy you've all thought up.
Alright, well, I do want you guys to go
I'm
with
on
me
it. No charge.
to say hello to Con.
Just leave it to me.
Yuri, who are you with? You're with her.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything
So, yeah,
to
you
me.
do that. Dorothy is with me. Yeah, unassign real quick. Right?
No,
Alright, let me
is that-
recruit her.
Constance?
You want to talk to her?
Please, let me talk to her.
Send in the remaining soldiers.
This is getting a little messy.
Now it is my turn.
Here, I'm okay with you coming down here,
There
I
is
guess.
nothing I cannot do.
As long as I control you. Yeah, I actually specifically want you to go down to here, even though, you know, that... Okay, well, maybe actually you become an adjutant there, and I'll take one of the wolves after this. Wait, Happy, are you actually in trouble? Who are you trying to fight? You should be following Baltus right now.
Reinforcements. We'll have to outlast them somehow.
That's fine. How far are you? Not that. Wait. Yo, Constance, I'm really trying not to murder you. Please wait for your friends.
You've gotten this far? That persistence is honestly exhausting.
Constance? Of course it's Sunny. Ugh, not good.
Why, if it isn't the peculiar, beg your pardon, the free-spirited mercenary Balthus.
There you go. Happy, do you want to say anything to Constance?
Coco!
There we go.
I don't want to fight you.
Right? Lovers.
Nor I you. But my dreams and my emperor demand it.
And you're in here.
Let's do this!
Hey, hold on. There you go. You wanna say something to her? Before she gets clapped? Alright, well, she's gonna get clapped. Yuri,
Must my dreams end upon this battlefield? Please, let's stop this. I could never bring myself to kill you. So the goddess wishes me to suffer even further embarrassment.
Alright, well, you know. Yuri, you could have said something, but it is what it is. Happy, you can be my dance partner.
I got you.
Balthus.
I'm on it. No charge.
Go hang out with our boy.
I've got you.
Victory must be ours. We will raise the city and the kingdom army with it.
Oh my gosh, what? That's crazy. We gotta defeat them too? Alright, well, this is easy.
I've got this.
This might not be as easy, actually.
More of them?
Well, actually, I got a couple A's. The guy's not here right now, actually.
No, not yet.
They have the numbers. Above all else, we must protect His Majesty.
Yeah.
I can still fight.
I can still fight. Yo, this sword master crazy. There we go. The unfortunate part is I need you to scoop down here very quickly now.
Let us see what we can do.
I'm gonna turn into you in a second. That's just pressing up. Alright, it was up then it's stuck. Thank you. Thank you.
Stand down!
Greatness demands it.
Just let me rest. Not making vile soldiers fall. I am the Viking, and I must not die here.
Alright, good for you. Now I gotta refocus on taking this thing back.
If I lose, it'll leave us with a wide open. But I'm pretty sure this isn't worth throwing my life away over.
Well then don't do it. In fact, you should, you know, not throw your life away.
Besides, but maybe we could stop fighting at least.
You could have said as much before you beat me up. We were all cruel, you know that? But fine.
Yo, look at her. Yo, I can't get over her attire. The colors on her dancer gear is just it is so different. And that's not me being a Dorothea simp. I'm just saying, you know, it is what it is. Where are we exactly? You two go and take this back, I guess.
There is nothing I cannot do.
Oh yeah, this thing's about to get taken too. Yikes. Control. Oh, now we got Boltus on the side, that's right. There we go. One more. I guess you could go and rage up, that's fine.
The time has come to remount our attack on the main hall.
It's about time, goodness gracious.
I cannot suffer
The enemy's really serious about this. They're sending in so many soldiers.
Good job, Lawrence.
Let us bring it down.
Break it down. Yeah, I know the crowded market has been seized. It's gonna be unseized in a second. Thank you, Bolty. Wow, how crazy. It's already unseized. Who would have thunk? Yo, who's in trouble? Lawrence? You should never be getting hit. That's crazy.
That's too close for comfort.
Alright,
Before the worry sets in.
Alright, well I guess that's open now, thankfully.
I refuse to die in a place like this.
This thing is about to run out. I do want to see if I can get to Lawrence first. Cause it's about to hit my attack. I'm not gonna get there. Tragic. Yeah. It's over. The dream's over. The dream's dead. Whatever. I'll become Lawrence in a second. Man, I love. Oh yeah, this air is getting it. That's what I'm gonna do to the sun. I'm gonna cut it with a lance. You'll love to see it. All right, you.
Stay behind me.
Alright, the both of you work together to do this. I'm gonna switch to Ayla, and Ayla's just gonna go crazy up top. Very good. Alright.
Now it is my turn.
This one still is that Manuela? It sure is. Oh, Manuela probably has the okay, yeah, that makes more sense. And that are you doing okay over here? Yeah, I guess you are.
My turn.
Let me clear out some of these people.
You got my back?
Yeah, look at them moving in sync. You love to see it?
I'm gonna follow your lead. I've got you now.
There we go. Look at that. Good damage. Let me eat these real quick. Delicious. Alright, oh, do I need to go and get Baron Ox or something? Oh, yeah, I do. Let me go get him.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. Just go punch Baron Ox in the face. I can do that.
Now,
I gotta go this way.
strike with all your might.
Okay, I will. Don't worry. Yeah, Rodrigo, before I go, let me pop this real quick. Just here. There you go. Help you out a little bit. Little head start for you. Hey, Oxy boy. Oh, yeah, give me this. I'm salted. Delicious. Alright. Pop up here. Pop up Power Bomb to Baron Ox. Glad to see you, Baron Ox. I hope you didn't have any dialogue there for a second because I don't know if you're gonna be getting it with Ayla doing these attacks because she hit kind of hard. Oh, you lived. All right. I keep forgetting they are like now like below Ayla's level, but not like terribly below Ayla's level. I probably should. Oh, never mind. Let's take it over. We're fine.
He's blunted after all. Forgive me, my dear Monica.
You're forgiven or something. Oh man, Monica. Yeah, I don't think we ever had the chance to kill Monica in any of the other routes, did we?
My mistake led
She was our friend the other two routes, huh?
I shall have revenge.
Ooh, revenge you want. Alright, well you guys know how I feel about Monica.
So, you with me?
Yeah, there's not gonna be much mercy here. I shall have my revenge. I said, tell your father I said hey. Tell him I said hi.
Monica! Oh dear! Perhaps it's time we join the battle in earnest.
Watch her die. Let's go, Hanneman.
Wait, she's not dead? She right here. She's taking a knee. Oh my gosh. Alright. In that case,
I'll give it 1,000%.
you guys come over here.
Everything to me.
Now it is
You mess up Manuela.
There is nothing I cannot
Because
do.
Dorothy is with you. I'm gonna switch to you real quick because you should be just about done with this guy.
I can't die here. I won't.
You can. You should have. Woohoo, Hanneman. Woohoo, Hanneman, yeah. Von
I shall
Esser.
make them work for it, if nothing else.
I shall make them work for it, if nothing else. Alright, great.
Before the worry sets in.
Well, I don't know what I want you to do, actually. You just chill here for a
here to
minute.
provide backup.
Well, actually, yeah. No, that's fine. You can chill there. Okay, so that did open, which is nice. So I guess you can go over here to Viscount Lock-In. Not to be confused with Viscount Lockout. Hey, yo, Manuela. How that Merkwhistle doing? Where you keep it?
It's so dreadful to see a familiar face across the battlefield. That said, I will not back down.
Ooh, we're about to have a songstress battle right here.
Must prepare for our next maneuver.
We will prepare for our next maneuver shortly. Hold on, Yuri's doing his dance. Wait, her colors are really nice too. The contrasting, like the orange and the blue, that's kind of nice.
Now, Professor Manuela.
Hanneman, you're looking a little worse for wear. Let me heal you.
Now hold on a minute.
Can never be
I don't think
too
that's allowed.
careful.
Okay, yeah, she's gotta go then.
Healing like that, this battle will never end.
Let us
Oh.
deal with Manuela first.
Okay. Heard. She actually got pretty low, so I need to refocus. You're actually kind of low too. Go ahead and you catch a heal.
None shall surpass me.
Hey.
I must fight against some of my students in order to save others. These are troubling times we live in, indeed.
Oh, so are they like trying to attack her or something? No. Oh, she's just with brawlers though. Here, you two go together then. That's fine.
I never thought the day would come that I'd cross blades with Professor Hanneman.
Hey, if you don't like,
Force your way into my city and kill innocent people. And you're shameless enough to claim you're on the side of justice.
Everyone else has shown such bravery. I must persevere as well.
hey Dorothy, you want to talk to Manuela or do you want to just do you not want to? All right, Dorothy, you got like 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7. All right, well, maybe I need to unassign her so she can say it to her face or something.
In my hometown.
I'll also be real. Maybe she just doesn't want to. Okay, there we go.
You and I? Indeed we have. Go on then. Show me the one you've chosen.
Okay. Alright, now
Leave this one to me.
you can come back over here.
This'll be easy with both of us.
You still really shouldn't be brawling him, but that's fine. She's about to be gone. Who's hitting him? Okay, I was gonna say he's taking some damage, but like he shouldn't be taking that much damage. Hey, you fight this guy, I guess.
Bad at all. I'm starting to like this.
Okay. I see you, Manuela. She's starting to like it.
Oh my.
No, oh my, I hear you. Manuela, I'm sorry, you have to go.
No. I refuse to die single.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad that's her dialogue. That's very fitting. Whatever. Lawrence, I think it's just go on a roll, go crazy. Alright, great.
There's still so much I want to do in life. I have to withdraw.
Okay, good. She withdrawed. Also, there's a purple over there. You absolutely should be the one to hit that. Thank you. I want you to come up and I guess brawl that guy.
I'll give it 1,000%.
Because now the two of you can come back around. Well, actually, while you're here, just open the chest. Because I have to be you. Treasure, great. Now you can come back, and now that you have the treasure, to pop him. No. Attack, thank you. And I, as geeked out Lawrence, am going to go a little crazy on the stronghold guy. Here's the problem. He's about to do his thing again.
We've done what we can.
And nobody's gonna, yeah, I was gonna say nobody's gonna be involved in it. There we go. Yeah, at least we got some I guess some nobodies here. That's fine. They can get got. It's better than just the air. I'll take those. We take those. All right. So right now it should just be. Oh, is Hanneman still alive? Who?
Now it is my turn.
Bro.
There is nothing.
All right, you're fast. You go back down there.
Allow me.
Yeah, you know what? Just do this. I think that contains all three of the swords people.
I won't let you down.
Just so this area will be just a little cleaner. All right, great. Yes, that hit all of them.
I hope you will not think ill of me.
There you go.
Yo, goodness gracious, that was a long tornado. Annette, chill. Alright, goodbye.
I may have one foot in the grave, but I insist I keep the other out of it for the time being.
My turn at last.
I got you.
Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate you. Alright, so they're gone. That was a main mission? Oh. I guess so.
I wonder if our paths will cross again in the future.
It sounds like that's foreboding that I will.
A general ought to seek vengeance for his subordinates.
Be careful what you wish for. I've quite a lot of deaths to avenge by now.
It's a net time.
Yo, it's a net time is awesome.
Gert is essential to our empire. He must
What
be
time is
protected
it?
at all costs.
It's a net time! I do Gertha.
How ironic. My territory has always strived for peace, and it's the first claimed by the flames of war.
Right? Such irony.
I see they're putting up one last bit of futile resistance. Too bad
Oh,
it's
you get to
not
dance
going
with
to work.
Yuri. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. These are friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Well, he lived. I mean, I guess we can try and beat this guy. Ayla, where are you?
Not a problem.
Because I kind of trust them to. Oh, yeah, you'll still be fine. It's fine.
We must act now,
You wouldn't be
before the
fine.
worry sets in.
I'm actually gonna control you and get over there because you have 2 A attacks. So that's still gonna be enough to take out that guy.
For me to bear.
Sorry, buddy. You'll be fine. I believe in him. I truly do. Unless I. Oh my gosh, where is he going? Oh, he's trying to take out that son of a gun. All right, Duke Girth, I need you to hold out for a little bit. I need you to hold out for just a second. I'm gonna go fight this guy. I'm gonna go punch him in the right kidney, but only the right kidney. So we gonna feel real bad for a little bit. There you go. Let's go, Happy.
So, you with me?
Clap along if you feel like cutting down a man on a horse because I'm happy. Is he done? No. He about to be. There we go. I was gonna say, let me just use the manual explosion. Gimme. You know what?
Save Her Majesty.
You must save Her Majesty. Well, I want to go this way. Seized what? Oh my gosh. Lawrence, baby, go back up here. Even though I know that doesn't, like, matter, something deep inside of my soul, and it's not adrenaline, I want them all claimed, you know? I want them all claimed. Although now that I think about it, the map is probably about to be open. Oh, over, rather. And that's fine. Duke Girth, are you outside of that? Duke Girth, why did you run in? Duke Girth, what are you doing? A priest has appeared. Is Duke Girth still alive? Oh, Duke Girth is still alive.
Forgive our weakness. No, you've done plenty. You have my gratitude.
Hold on, let me take out the priest. There we go. Duke Girth, stay back, Duke Girth. Alright, great. Duke Girth is back there.
Fine work indeed.
I'm trying so hard not to murder Duke Girth.
Has placed his trust in you.
Alright, well, whatever. I don't know if I care anymore. Yo, my thing lasts forever. Alright, you know what? Fine. I'm sorry, Duke Girth, it's over. I'm not gonna wait for Lawrence to take that thing. This episode's long. Just take him out. We do. Unless this is not the end of the map, is it? It is. No more cutting, no more slashing. Hey, I'm normal again.
I must protect the Empire.
You know, her outfit is kind of growing on me too.
Fought well. To be honest, I'm not sure how much more we can endure.
We've taken the main hall. Victory is ours, Knights of Fargus.
I think because her hair color is so vibrant, maybe she shouldn't have the full-on white base for the thing, and I think it does work if it's a little bit darker. Maybe they knew what they were doing, you know? Maybe this Fire Emblem thing knows how to design characters, you know? Maybe. Just maybe. Alright, well, you know, I assumed Ayla was gonna be MVP. We just kind of walked around and danced.
Majesty.
Hey, Aurora Shield. That's the one that does the flyers. Yes, yes, correct. I think I already have that on Ingrid. Even though it's not gonna matter because, you know, on the final map, we're gonna all be dancing. All dance a little bit. Lenny, Connie. I don't know if Constance would have any
The enemy fought like they were possessed out there.
scenes from the Blue Lion.
Wrong move, and we'd have
We'll
been
see.
finished.
Imperial nobles will battle to the bitter end to protect their homes, just as we would. I suggest you get used to it. Everyone we face from this point forward will strike at us with the same vigor.
I guess it's kill or be killed, huh? It's exhausting just thinking about the road ahead.
Do not complain. We are only doing this to restore peace to Fodlan, remember?
I can't say I blame you for worrying. This is a difficult campaign in every sense of the word. For one, the unfamiliar terrain greatly favors our enemy.
Right.
And however noble our cause, the guilt of invading our neighbors will always weigh heavy on our minds.
Be that as it may, we can't turn back now. If the kingdom and empire cannot coexist, then there is no other choice but to fight.
He's right. We all know what'll happen to Fargus if we just sit back and let Adrestia do what they want.
That is true.
So you all grasp the gravity of our actions, yet choose to march on regardless. It seems our rising lords have grown even stronger than I thought. The future of Fargus is a bright one indeed. For now, all we can do is commend our soldiers for delivering us a valiant triumph, and of course, bid they continue the march. When the sun sets on this war, only our king will be fettered by the vile moniker of invader.
Don't put this all on him.
And it will fall on you to support him through it,
Lamau.
Felix. You understand, yes?
Don't put this all on him. And you will have to support him. Excellent.
That is your duty as the shield of Fargus and descendant of the hero Fraldarius.
Obviously.
Felix.
Oh, Rodrigue. You're up late.
Ah, yes. Preparing strategy proposals for tomorrow's War Council.
War Council isn't until next week, Rodrigue.
The more legwork I can do in advance, the smoother the process will go, thus lessening the burden on His Majesty.
You know what? Star. I gotta be lenient about Rodrigue Star since he doesn't have that many scenes. So I'm gonna give him one. A little star for the boy.
Even one as strong as he would collapse from overwork were all our council's an unchecked slog.
He barely sleeps as it is, right? Sometimes I see him face down on his desk. I guess catching what little shut-eye he can.
Yeah, and the dude doesn't like that, so we can't do that anymore.
Yes, he reminds me of the late king in that sense. Lambert too ascended the throne at a young age. Too young, if you ask me. And struggled greatly to adapt to the many rigors of governance.
Guess you two knew each other a long time then. I heard you went to the academy together at least. I've gotta ask, is Dimitri really that much like his dad?
You would hardly be able to tell them apart were they in the same room now. Though Lambert did have a somewhat shorter temper.
Interesting.
Still, they're birds of a feather compared to my son and I. The two of us are as different as the blackest night and the brightest day.
That much is true. Well, you know what? I disagree with you there.
I don't know. I think you're pretty similar. Like, you're both the first to take the initiative when something important needs doing.
That's enough to make this old man's cheeks burn. Make sure you share that opinion with Felix as well. I suppose he is quite like me. Though mostly in ways I'd hoped to avoid.
Lamau.
Meaning what?
He can't live without some great purpose in life urging him forward.
Huh.
There is no peace in such an existence. I know, because I'm the same way. As Lambert's right hand, I devoted every waking moment to serving him, supporting him.
But now...
And when he was lost, so too was my reason for being. I had no choice but to search for something else to propel me forth.
That seems like the case for a handful of our Blue Lions, to be honest.
In the end, and after much consideration, I chose to devote myself anew to Lambert. To seeing through the promise I had made him.
And what was that?
That should his son ever lose his way, I would be the one to set him back on the proper course.
You know, this hits a little harder after you've played 3 Houses and played Azure Moon. Because in a way, he is the one who set him back on the proper course. Or at least his passing did. I hope that doesn't have to happen again.
But I won't be here forever. Thankfully, His Majesty is blessed with friends like you. Ones who are willing to ease the immense burden on his shoulders.
Funny. I feel like Dimitri's been helping me this whole time, not the other way around.
No. I saw your A support.
But it's all a give and take in the end, right? You've done more than your fair share for me, too.
I'm glad to hear that, truly. But to be frank, my own shortcomings have grown alarmingly clear of late. It's not enough to simply stand by his side and support. He needs someone to grab his hand and pull him in the right direction.
Oh, I wonder if someone will actually grab his hand and pull him.
And you don't think you can do that? Even with Gustav's help?
At the end of the day, he and I are nothing more than His Majesty's retainers. We cannot view Fodlin through his eyes. But you stand on equal footing with him as a trusted friend. Such a bond is a rare thing indeed.
I'm sure he considers you a trusted friend. I'm not gonna lie.
Dimitri's my leader, yeah, but he's a friend first. Probably helps that I'm not part of the nobility.
Is that the root of it, I wonder? If I recall, you were born in Alliance territory, yes?
Yeah, in a remote village.
Yep, in a remote mountain town off in Ordelia lands. Honestly, I don't remember much more than that. And with this weird power and all, it's hard to say for sure where I really came from.
Well, if you ask me, those things, your background, your abilities, don't matter much in the end. I can't blame you for being curious, of course. But we haven't put our faith in you because of whose child you are. The relationships you've built in your time here transcend whatever blood may flow in your veins.
Huh. What a wonderful human being. A true man of character.
You're right, Arvol, and I think for all of that, he's gonna get another good noodle star. Rodrigue going crazy today.
Anyway,
he had one, and now he's got a ton.
I was hoping you might be willing to share some of your wisdom with me.
Yeah? You wanna go snowball fighting?
A mercenary's thoughts on the proper location to stage an ambush, and where in that position our archers should take up posts.
Now we're talking. Let's see.
I was afraid that I was going to have to choose because oh, I clicked B. I didn't know you could just not save. That's crazy.
Azure Gleam, a trick of the goddess. Central Adrestia is soundly defended under the command of Regent Ayr. However, attacks from the Kingdom and Alliance erode the Empire's defenses in both the east and west. Amidst all this, General Randolph enlists a certain mercenary company to Adrestia's cause. Their forces stand to defend Hevring territory, the Empire's final bastion in the west.
Not a mercenary company. Say it ain't so.
Let me get this straight. If they break through Hevring land, there'll be nothing to stop the Kingdom's army from rolling straight to the capital.
That's right. The seat of Hevring's power, Mazgus, lies east of here, past the bottleneck in the Agma Mountains. It's essentially on Inbar's doorstep, the western gateway to the seat of power. Count Hevring and his men will make their last stand there. That is, if the Lions of Fargus can get through us first. And of course, we will make every possible effort to defeat them, for whatever that's worth.
Never a good sign when you're calling something your last stand.
Right.
Indeed. And we've lost far too many of our most formidable generals, including Marquis Vestra.
Dang, Vestra?
I have not the slightest idea what's befallen our forces at the capital, nor in the east for that matter.
Yes, the whole army's been feeling a little off lately. Thankfully, you and your squadron still have your heads on straight.
It's a sad state of affairs out there. Hardly any dependable leaders remain.
Oh, Randolph.
Instead, we're left with those who take pride in senseless looting and slaughter, or compete to see who can reduce more villages to ash. Each and every one of them handpicked by His Excellency, the Regent.
Are you sure you should be spilling secrets like that?
Yes.
It's all right. I'd like you to have the full picture. Your company holds the key to victory in your hands. And with it, our very lives. Oh, but keep all that under wraps, if you would. It would bring the morale of my troops crashing to new lows were that to get out.
Fair enough.
Usually mercs are backup for an army, not full-on replacements. But it is what it is. In any case, we'll get the job done so long as you're paid.
Geralt, should I perish in this fight, you can consider your contract terminated.
At least we saved him on one side of the route. So.
You'll be free to stop supporting the Empire in its foul descent into depravity.
Oh, man.
Randolph.
Oh, Fletcher.
You feeling any better? I have to say, I'm still not used to this new look of yours.
That makes two of us. But it will bother me less once I'm on the battlefield.
If you say so. With the war and the state it's in, the kingdom is throwing everything they've got at this thing. I don't know if it's that or something else, but I've got a bad feeling. So watch yourself out there.
I will. You do the same.
Oh, right. I've been meaning to give you this. Never used to be without it. Cuts like a dream. I want you to have it.
As always.
Swords like this are given to captains of the Knights of Saros, and mine was just collecting dust in the band's convoy.
That's right. Alois mentioned you used to serve there.
That was a lifetime ago. I don't plan on swinging this sword ever again.
I'm gonna make him swing it.
But are you sure you want to give it away? It must be quite special to you.
I'd be happiest seeing you get some use out of it.
Thank you. I'll do that.
Be good to it, all right?
I do wonder if Gerald has supports with like Seth or Flame
The general
or any of
opposite
them.
us is a man by the name of Randolph. I hear tell he's related to the Empire's Count Burgleys.
Interesting. Anywho.
To complicate matters further, he's hired Gerald's mercenaries to assist in their fight.
Them again, huh? Can't say I'm surprised.
The Imperial Army has gathered their forces in Hevring territory, with said mercenaries composing the core of their offense. I expect they'll engage us in the Woodlands.
The Woodlands?
An ideal location for the guerrilla warfare they specialize in.
Then we'll have to look out for traps and ambushes as we advance. More than usual, that is.
They're placing a great deal of faith in Gerald, trusting the front lines to his company.
Yeah.
Perhaps there are no other generals for them to rely on.
Also true.
This is our chance then. We'll be in a great spot if we can land a decisive blow on the Empire.
I don't really understand.
Absolutely. They're bound to start feeling the heat over in Enbar once we get a solid foothold here in Hevring territory.
Why they're letting... So Twisted put Ire in charge, right? Unless there's some other big twist that's gonna happen. And Ire's kind of just running the place into the ground by assigning what it sounds like Twisted generals to high-ranking positions, or I guess general positions, and like, see who can burn more villages to the ground. Sounds more like a Twisted kind of thing to do, you know? So I'm not sure why the Twisted would want to kind of just essentially tear apart the Empire and let the Kingdom come through here, and the Kingdom would very clearly win this on this front. Why would they want the Kingdom who's working with Lady Rhea to potentially emerge victorious? Unless this is just not quite going to plan, but I kind of don't think it is not, so
Yes,
we'll see.
And the enemy is surely well aware of that fact. No doubt that's precisely why Gerald is among their ranks.
He and his company are incredible fighters. But there's more to it than that. They also have immense discipline. As long as they can afford the cost, I can see why the Imperials would trust them over some of their less experienced generals.
I didn't expect us to be facing them again so soon. We had best be ready. Though truly, I wish we could fight alongside them for once instead.
We should probably just steer clear of them entirely. There's no point throwing our lives away against an opponent we can't beat.
Arval's not gonna like
All
that.
we've got to do is take down their general, Randolph, and the mercenaries will scatter.
Oh, come now. You're strong enough to defeat the Ashen Demon if you want. I know you are.
Shut up, Arval.
But if this is how you'd like to handle it, I'll still be in your corner helping you every step of the way.
Whatever we decide to do, we will need a sound strategy if we are going to win.
Correct.
Strategy, huh? Maybe something like a huge surprise attack on the Imperial positions.
A bold suggestion, Sylvain. You remind me of your father when he was young.
Cute.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment or what.
Margrave's been managing the conflict in the North for decades now, hasn't he?
Well, I remember their snowball fight, you know?
I'd say it's a great honor to be compared to him.
Ah, such fine memories. All of his strategies seem to involve sending me and Lambert off to thrust through the enemy lines on our own.
Lamau.
Yeah, going straight to the suicide charge every time doesn't sound all that strategic to me.
At any rate, I have full faith that our
The
combined might
Margrave.
will be up to the task at hand. We must succeed.
Oh my gosh. That's actually not that many. Especially if it's to the left. It's to the right. What am I talking about? I am kind of familiar with, admittedly, the map at this point, so I was like, oh no, it's definitely further to the right. That's where that's where the Empire is. So we should be moving, I guess, right towards like I guess not like southeast. I think it's really like due east almost. I'd like to maybe like slightly east northeast.
What about
what do y'all have? Dexterity, speed, resistance. I guess resistance. Sure.
It is settled. Place your trust in me.
Thank you.
Now then.
Great. Alright, that is definitely the end of the episode. I do want to... No, okay, well, never mind. I was going to say, oh, I wonder if that support unlocked. It certainly didn't because it just didn't. It did not unlock. I will... I don't know. I'll do some things. One thing I do wish you could do in this game is... have everybody just continuously wear their battle armor, you know? Because I would love Ayla to just be... I would love everyone to just be dancers, you know? But it's just like War and Academy. Oh, but I guess here we can check how everybody looks in their dancer gear, you know? Not that everybody's a dancer, but like if we go down to Gatekeeper, like look, there's his dancer gear. Oh, this is everybody. That's crazy. Alright, yeah, no, we're not good. Maybe once upon a time at a later date in a future time, who knows. Toodaloo, Flight Crew, I'm taking off. Thank you for watching.